Now, wait, hold on a second. Yeah, we
I'm so sorry. I'm just trying to get my I'm trying to fix the. So annoying. I can't see you guys.
Did you see my did you see the video I sent you on Insta?
Yeah, it's set up differently though on my.
Because it's a phone. Yeah.
You need to put the background.
Yeah, I don't know how
YouTube.
to. Did the thumbnail?
No.
Oh, there's no thumbnail.
No thumbnail. I think. Let me see.
Yeah,
No.
I did update the thumbnail. No.
No thumbnail.
Oh, my bad. Okay. Yeah, I'll restart the stream then. Yeah, there is thumbnail, bro. There is thumbnail.
Serious?
Yeah.
Oh,
There is. Okay, the live looks really good. The quality really looks good for you guys as well on the YouTube. Let me also just quickly change the sell and the pip count. What about you, Ash? Everything good?
Can you guys see me right now?
No, your camera's off.
I'm just trying to. Oh my god.
It's okay. No worries. Take your time.
I don't think there's a way for me to see you guys, so I'm just gonna have to.
All you can do is you can sort of just like go on YouTube and play the stream, and this way you can see everyone. Because seeing me would not be possible on Zoom because my camera is connected with OBS, so that would not be possible. But you can see Monique and Nuno, but seeing me won't be possible because of obviously my mic being connected, my mic and camera being connected to OBS. And so what I'm going to do is let's start promoting this. Good afternoon, guys. Good afternoon, everyone. We actually started the stream just a little bit earlier today.
Hi everyone. Hope you guys are all good.
Let's give it a couple more minutes, let everyone join, and then let's just start posting on Insta as well. You know, I'm gonna start posting on Insta and Discord that we're live. Let me just mute myself. Ash, yeah, we can see you now. Lovely. Okay, there we go. Okay, everyone's on now. You guys can jump on YouTube just to see how it looks as well, by the way. If you guys
it looks clean, bro.
Looks
I'm
really
already
nice,
in there.
right? What do you think? Should I just keep it here, right? It's perfect.
Yeah. Perfect.
Lovely stuff. And because, yeah, that is amazing. Okay, great. Give me 2 minutes. Let me just like update everyone on Insta. We're live. Give me 2 minutes, guys. Nino, have you also sent the Zoom link to the members, the private members?
Yep.
Lovely jubbly. Okay, let's just give it a couple more minutes. Let everyone join. But yeah, I think everything looks good, right? How about the music? Is it playing as well? Let me just quickly do
Yeah, you can put it a little bit
How come my camera is different from you guys?
low. You can put it a little bit low.
Is it too high? Let me just quickly check.
You can put it a little bit low.
Is it too high? Or is it a little bit too loud? Okay, let me play a little bit lower. Is it too high? Or is it a little bit too loud?
Let's do it.
I'll do your 1 million bet today then.
Give me a second. There we go. So let's just give it another couple minutes, then I'll introduce you guys, Ash and Monique. Just let everyone else join in. What's happening, guys? What's happening? Good afternoon. Wait, so are you guys having your black coffee as well? Or Ash, you're done for the day?
I just had some tea. I feel like coffee might be a little bit later on. So I want some tea.
Do you know what? I'm so sensitive to caffeine. I can't drink past 5 p.m. Because if I drink caffeine past 5 p.m, then I can't sleep till like late night, till like 3 a.m. or something like that. I'm so sensitive to caffeine. Honestly, it's so bad.
I'm absolutely the same. On my sleeping pattern, I completely messed up this past week. So I'm trying to get back to like no later than 2 p.m. I don't know, it's been quite really.
Yeah. And I remember when I was there was this pre-workout. It was called Crack. The name of the pre-workout was Crack. It was so strong. It will literally give you tickles. Like it will give like your body, like you'll get tickles all over your body. That's how strong this pre-workout was. So I remember there was like a phase I was going through. I couldn't work out without taking that pre-workout. I would take that pre-workout and then I couldn't sleep till like 4 a.m. So that's when I had to like really cut down on like caffeine, because I was having like, I remember there was one point, because of trading, the way I was trading was so like aggressive. Like I was focused on like the 1 minute time frame, the 5 minute time frame. I was having like 6 shots of espresso from Starbucks. They were so concerned for my health, honestly.
Honestly, you need to cut down.
Yeah, no, after Ramadan, so because of Ramadan, I wasn't drinking coffee or like any sort of caffeine, right? Because obviously we're fasting till like 7ish, and so if I was to drink caffeine after that, then I would not be able to fall asleep. So that sort of forced me to quit caffeine, and then that was like a crazy time of my life. I'll be honest, like I just felt so, I don't know, it's just, you know, when you drink caffeine, right, you always feel so productive. I feel like that was like the laziest I was during that sort of period of Ramadan. It was so hard, honestly.
I mean, at least it wasn't too bad this Ramadan, because I feel like with me, I get so thirsty so soon. But yeah, I don't know. I feel like iced coffee today because the sun is shining as well. Might have that later on.
Oh, nice. Yeah, honestly, like the thing is, right, with me, if it wasn't even the drinking water or like eating food part, it was just the coffee. That was because you know what, guys, the migraines are insane. We actually underestimate how strong this thing is. Like when you quit, the migraines are insane. It just like hits you differently. Okay, we'll give it like another 5 minutes or so, just 15 minutes before our session actually starts. So our session, basically the session we trade, the timing is 1 o'clock. So 1 o'clock is when your New York markets open, right? So your New York market open is 1 o'clock, and then 2 o'clock to half 2, that's like your New York Stock Exchange open. So these sessions are like super volatile. So as soon as we get like the New York open, that's when we start to like look for information and start to analyze the markets. Hey, what's happening? We got information in the building. What's up, information? What's up? How are you, my brother? I think we've got 14 people watching now. Just give it another couple minutes and then we'll start the introduction and the analysis.
Yeah, bro. Information every day in the building.
Information in the building.
Taking some information today.
Yes, sir. Guys, you can also see the man behind the camera. Nuno Elwas today. He's been the man behind the camera for such a long time now. And he is on camera now. And we got another two special guests, part of our team now, Monique and Ash. We'll do the introductions in just a little bit more. Just give it like another couple minutes. Let everyone tune in, join in. We've got 14 people now. Who's watching us, guys? Let us know in the live chat. Say hello. Super exciting week ahead of us. So as we can see, like tomorrow we've got a lot of news coming in, so it should be filled with volatility. Then we've also got news coming in. It's an orange folder around 3 or 5 p.m. So that's on Wednesday. And then we've got Thursday again, unemployment claims coming up. Amazing week ahead of us. And then we got core PCE coming up on Friday. Even Friday is going to be super volatile. It's going to be an amazing week ahead of us. Today should be clean price action, so it should just be based off like technicals. The fundamentals should not really influence much of anything, so yeah, it should be super fun. What's happening, EKB? What's happening, Moss, my brother? How are you? What's happening, EKB, my brother? How was your weekend, guys? How was your weekend? Looking fresh, guys. Hey, Hemo, what's up, bro? How are you? Yeah, you know, I feel like everyone looks fresh after the weekend, right? Because you get such a nice time off just to like rejuvenate and like relax and just like, you know, recover. Actually, it depends how you use your weekends. For some people, weekends are like, you know, where they mess themselves up even more. But for me, I usually use the weekends to like really just, you know, recharge so I can go crazy at the week ahead of me. That's sort of how I use the weekends. Okay, we've got 17 people watching now. Let's give it another minute and then we'll start the introductions, and from there start analyzing the markets as well. Guys, let us know who's in the live chat. Let us know. This black coffee is actually so nice. I can actually like, you know, hack here now the taste of black coffee. Before I could not like even take a single sip, but now I can literally take it. I actually crave the taste now. There is the man, the legend, Mr. Moss in the building. How are you, sir? How are you? Looking amazing.
Mr. Moss.
Yes, sir. There he is. We got Arian here. What's happening, Arian? You're good? Okay, guys, let's start the introduction. Monique and Ash, do you guys want to turn your cameras on?
Yeah, sorry about that, guys. Just sorting something out.
Yeah, take your time.
Okay, so hey guys, my name is Ash. I'm talking to you live today. So we're just here to help grow this community and achieve greatness together. So I look forward to seeing where the next few months can take us. So watch this space. I'm big on affirmations, as DA knows. So I'm just going to start with a financial one, as I call it Money Monday. So just really quickly, I just want to share this with you guys. So it's just to be grateful for the money that you do have. Believe that there are no limits to what you can and what you will achieve. And know that you are worthy of the wealth that you desire. And yeah, so if you can picture it, you can achieve it. So for me, it's just getting rid of the little voices in your head, because it all starts within you. So write your financial goals for this year and slowly, step by step, just work towards that. So yeah. And then there's Monique as well. Is she here?
Yeah, Monique's here as well. Monique, you just got to unmute yourself.
And let me know if you guys like these affirmations, because I'm happy to do it once a week, maybe twice a week, see how you guys feel about that.
Yeah, they're actually amazing. We really do appreciate them because look, at the end of the day, right? We're in a business of like it's all like a mental game, right? So like from the get go, if we put ourselves in the right mental state, that's exactly where we got to be as traders, right? And Monday, as I said in the past, guys, Mondays and Fridays are the hardest days because you're like waiting for the markets to open over the weekend, so you're very excited. So you want to like go all in. So Mondays, this is where like you need to be in the right mindset, right? So something like this we really appreciate, Ash. Thank you so much. But yeah, Monique, if you want, you can introduce yourself as well, and then from there Moss can, if possible. Wow, Moss, very
Yeah,
nice background.
welcome.
Where is this guy? He's living the life. We can't hear you, by the way.
At work.
Oh, there he is. Living the life, my brother. Living the life. That's so beautiful. Where is that?
It's in Sandton in South Africa, right?
Wow,
So
man. Natural beauty, honestly.
thanks, man.
Uh,
I can just go and introduce myself
yes,
because I
sir.
won't be
Yes,
able
sir.
to.
Go ahead.
Yeah, I'm Moss. I joined this team like last week, and I've been following DA for a while now, and I'm just here to better my life and meet new people who want the same goals out of life, and hoping to grow this team to like thousands, if not hundreds of thousands of people, all trade at the same time and just make money, live our lives. Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Sweet
And
and
we'll
short.
make it happen. Yes, sir. That's what we like to hear.
Let's
And
do it.
Let's do it. And Monique, you can unmute yourself as well. We cannot hear you. There she is. Okay.
Well, hi everyone. Yeah, my name is Monique. I'm also from South Africa. Nice to meet you guys. So I started doing Forex in the beginning of the year, and my goal is just to really start doing this full time now and help other people do the exact same thing. Forex can provide you with endless possibilities. It can give you financial freedom. You can do whatever you want in your free time. And my priorities has definitely changed when I had my baby. So I definitely want to spend more time with my son, do more stuff with him, and just live the life that I want to live. And I'm here to help other people do the exact same thing, and especially other women as well that has babies, other parents as well that has big responsibilities and it's willing to take care of other people. Like, I'm all in for it, and I'm here to help people as well, and I'm here to do what I gotta do. Yeah.
Amazing.
Thank you
Yes,
so
sir.
much. Thank you
Let's
so
do
much.
it.
Hey, what's happening, nephew? Wow, a lot of new faces. Exactly. And like, guys, like, I would not just bring anyone on. These guys are like serious individuals with like the great mindsets. So look, at the end of the day, right? We need to have our team filled with like very much like-minded people, and these guys are killing it, honestly. So we're about to take over. I'm telling you guys, we've got a lot coming up, and yeah, guys, just call 50 pips. Let's go, Hemo. Let's go, my brother. Hemo, I think we've also sent you the link. If you do want to jump on Discord, you should have the link, right?
Yeah,
So
for
how's
sure.
everyone doing, guys? We've got 22 people watching. Let us know in the chat, whoever is watching. We're about to start our analysis in the next 2-3 minutes or so. We know the New York markets will open in the next 13 minutes, and then from there we will start to look for ourselves. Hopefully this week should be fun. It should be really fun. Should be filled with a lot of volatility. Last week was a killer. Last week was honestly a killer. We did super well, and so at this point I think this week is going to bring us some clean setups, because last week was very much also influenced by the fundamentals. So this week we've got a lot of fundamentals coming up, but today, again, Monday should be a clean day, because what they need to do is again, the start of the new week, they need to give you that clean high as well as a clean low. Question: how did everyone come across DA? Who do you want to ask that question to? Nuno, do you want to answer this? Because Nuno, you go ahead and answer this question.
Yeah, I can answer you. Bro, so long time ago, I see DH on Insta and I start to follow him. Then he starts with the live streams and I start like see his live streams, because in this industry, everyone trades the same way, and yeah, DH trades like his own strategy tested by him, not a copycat as everyone, you know. and I start to follow him. I really like it, and I joined the private team like a year ago. Yeah, and yeah, we are here.
Yeah. No, like obviously, guys, you need to understand, right? A lot of the times, because we live in a digital era now, so you know, like a lot of the friends you make, a lot of the like-minded people that you do find will be on social media. Because as a trader, it's not something that's very common, right? You don't come across like traders, like, you know, when you go out, you're not just going to bump into a trader, right? So this is where, like, you know, we use the digital era and we capitalize on it, and this is where, you know, we meet like-minded people from all over the globe, and that's the beauty of it, right? It's like magic now. I could be here in London and I can have, you know, someone from Portugal who's sort of like, you know, trading alongside me every single day. And that's the best thing about this business. You can literally just do it from anywhere, right? And you can make way more than what you will make at your 9 to 5 as long as you're consistent, and that's all that matters, right? Anyway, guys, let's get into analysis now. Let's look at what gold can do this month. This monthly is looking heavily bearish. Bro, could you please send me the link to what's it called, the playbook?
Yes, sir. 1 minute.
Thank you so much. Guys, also let me know if the music is fine. If it's too loud, just let me know and I'll turn it down a little bit, because I've got it playing on my OBS, so I personally cannot hear the music. So if it's too loud, just let me know, I'll turn it down. And if it's not loud enough, let me also know, I'll turn it up. Thank you.
Yeah, just send the link on Zoom.
Appreciate that, my brother. Appreciate that. Let's open the link. Oh, wait, is it this one? Wow,
No.
nice. But this is the one. Amazing. So, oh wow. Amazing, bro. Amazing. So we've got all the setups here. Look at the volatility is picking up as well, man. Crazy volatility being picked up. Oof. Look at this 5-minute candle. Oof. 40 pips to the downside before NY open as well. This is like your pre-NY volatility being picked up. Ooh, I think today is going to be super exciting. I can see it. I can really see it. Anyway, give me a second, guys. Let's start the analysis now. Bro, do you want to record the screens, by the way, or what do you want to do, Nino?
Yeah. I can record.
Is that what you want to do? Record?
Yeah.
Okay, just ask me for permission. There you go.
Let's do it.
Recording in progress.
There it is. Hey, what's happening overtime? How you been, my brother? How you been? What's happening? Hope everyone is doing well. Anyway, guys, let's look at the monthly, right? So we know what's happened basically on the previous monthly, right? We understand what they've done now. They really took the price all the way back up to the, you know, all-time highs on gold, and we know something like that is very much overbought, right? Gold is super inflated at this point, right? So something like this, what happens when price is super inflated? Guess what? It will cause a lot of imbalances to the downside, and we can actually see a major imbalance to the downside even here if we just go based off this major monthly candle, which is not the previous monthly candle. This is your March candle, right? So the March candle actually left a major imbalance here because we understand how price action works, right? So we know it needs to move in waves in order for it to be, you know, sustainable. So look what we've done. It just pumped up and up. So if let's say it had given us some sort of a pullback and retested the 50% of this previous candle, at that point I would say, okay, cool, fair enough. This is a clean move to the top side. This is sustainable, and now we can start looking for, you know, some sort of a pullback and a pump back up. But when we do not have sustainable price action in the market, something like this can become a fake out. Because it's on the monthly time frame now, it can take a month or two for this setup to actually start playing out. But this is where now we've got targets, right, on the monthly. So just going based off the current monthly candle at the moment, let's even forget about the current monthly candle, right? Let's just go based off the previous monthly candle. We know that gold is trading below the 50% level. So if it's trading below the 50% level, then guess what? Technically we are bearish on the monthly time frame, right? So if we are bearish on the monthly time frame, let's just mark this out. Previous monthly 50%. So if we are bearish on the monthly time frame, then guess what? We're looking for the downside play, right? And so if we're looking for the downside play, well, guess what? The target number one will be the previous monthly lows. So this is where you have your previous monthly lows. Let's just mark this out. And this is where you have the monthly 50%. So this is the range that we are interested in as traders, right? Because at the end of the day, we are looking for those intraday positions as well as those scalp entries, right? So we don't need to worry about this whole monthly range since it's massive. It's more than 1,000 pips, right? We don't care about 1,000 pips. We're looking for like 60, 70 pips a day or whatever market gives us, right? Like, you know, we're interested in taking like little crumbs out of the markets every single day. Morning, bro. What's happening, Krim? What's happening, my brother? Hope you're doing well. Good morning, good afternoon, everyone, wherever you guys are. Good evening, good night. I don't know, you know, we've got people all over the globe. So at this point, looking at the previous monthly, right? Let's try and investigate what they've done just on the monthly sort of like time frame. So we understand we've got major resistance here as well as a major support level. So when we've got major resistance as well as a major support level on a weekly time frame, guess what? It holds a lot of orders, right? That's how this game works. It's a game of orders. So at this point now, the previous weekly ended up giving us the nicest close that you could actually expect on the weekly time frame, right? And so now if this upper wick is sustainable, then guess what? We've got this clean range to the downside, which should be the wick fill and break scenario to the downside, since obviously we're in a massive bearish trend as of yet. So this is where now what we can do is we can start measuring out the weekly range. So if we look at the previous weekly candle, right? So look at this. What we have done now is we formed the upper wick, but it seems like the upper wick as of yet is not sustainable, and we can get some sort of a deeper retest, right? So even if we do get the deeper retest at this point, we're still sort of like trading within this same range, right? Within this same resistance, and we can still expect to see the sell-off playing out. And what we can see is we can see gold pumping up maybe about 50 pips, breaking its own highs, which is the weekly highs as well as the daily highs. It will be the same candle since it's just an open now. And as soon as we can see some sort of 4H confirmation forming up here, this is when we start looking for those sell positions. So let's start marking out this range here. So this will be your previous weekly 50% level. So 1987.06. Let's mark this range out. Super important level for us, guys. Super important. Previous weekly 50%. And now once we have all of this all of these ranges established, this is where we need the intraday range, right? Because again, main opportunities that we look for will be in the intraday range. So now look, you've got different scenarios setting up, right? You know, there is a scenario setting up to the top side. So this is when now you can start to basically measure out the previous daily range. And if we see a retest of the 50% level, and then this candle starts to give you some sort of a breakout to the top side, then we know what the next target is, right? Just going based off the previous weekly. So this is where now we need to measure our daily range. So let's mark out the daily highs as well as the daily lows. So this is your daily lows as of yet. It's a very small candle, by the way. We know gold can give you pretty much about 200 pips in one direction during our NY session, as well as our this is basically your London to NY overlaps, right? So this is where you can get at least 200 pips, right? So let's mark out the 50% on the previous daily as well, just to measure out the range, see if it's sustainable. Okay, look at that. Look at the bottom wick on this daily. It seems super clean. Very clean wick to the downside. As I said, I like to be precise with my levels. So let me just mark everything out. Okay, so two things can happen now. We have seen this structure playing out many times, even on the lower time frames. We understand if the monthly is super bearish, then we're technically expecting a wick fill and break on the monthly time frame, right? So the previous monthly lows are actually all the way down here. And so if they do want to give us that structure, wick fill and break structure, we need the lows, we need the highs over here to be respected, and we need the lows over here to be violated. We've actually seen this happen so many times, right? You get a support candle, and then the next candle will basically cause a fake out, making the support candle invalid. Either this candle here will respect the support candle and give us that pump, giving us some sort of a sustainable upper wick on the weekly time frame, or it will start to cause that fake out now, and it will respect the highs over here. But another scenario can set up, which is your previous daily highs fake out. Let's just mark the scenario out. So this is one scenario which can really set up today, which is previous daily highs fake out, PDL fake out. So how can we sort of trade PDL fake out? Well, technically what we need is we need that initial pump up to the previous daily highs. We need it to break out of this range and start giving us new highs, right? This is when you're going to start forming higher highs and higher lows. But the minute it starts to sort of like retest this previous weekly 50% level, what I want to see is I want to see price closing back below the previous daily highs. And the minute we see that and we have some sort of resistance forming up here, that's when you can really start anticipating that downside play down to this level here, which is your previous daily 50% level. Let's mark this up. This is your 1968.01. Let me know if you guys are keeping up with what I'm talking about, right? Let me know. This is your previous daily 50%. So you guys can see, like, basically what trading is about is it's a game of probabilities, right? So what you need to do is you need to have like those ranges established, right? And then within those ranges, what you're doing is you're playing the game of probabilities. You're trying to analyze the markets and you're trying to sort of anticipate if the price will go up and retest the daily highs, or if it will go down and retest the daily lows, right? That's all we are doing. So this is why we need all of these levels here. They are very important for us, right? And so if you understand how much gold moves in a day and you understand all of these other levels, and this is when you can start building those high probability setups, right? And that's all I'm doing over here now. So I understand the daily lows are all the way down here. Let's just change the color here. We've got the previous daily 50% all the way down there. So if we do break below the daily lows, guess what? You have PDL, my bad, not previous daily lows. We've got the daily lows fake out, which is again another setup that we trade. Daily lows breakout, or we have the daily lows fake out. Very simple. So you guys can see how I've got so many scenarios here now, right? I've got the daily lows fake out, I've got the daily lows breakout, and when you have all of these scenarios here, it just takes off so much pressure from you, because I don't need to now come up with new scenarios, because I know these scenarios play out in the intraday range, and all I need to do now is I need to wait for my confirmations and execute. And this is now where your NY open markets are going to start giving you some sort of confirmations, because at the start you don't want to take anything, right? Because a lot of the times what happens is with NY open you get a lot of like liquidity. A lot of liquidity gets generated, and once you have some confirmations, that's when we execute. So we've got different scenarios here. Oh, another thing what I can think of is, Nuno, do you see a HTF? Oh, do you see this, Nuno? You're muted, by the way.
Yeah.
Oh,
HTF fake out makes sense.
Yes sir, I can also see that as well, especially if they drive the price down a little bit more, drag some orders from here, give you that sort of retest of the previous daily, and then from there close the price back up. They can really start pumping the price all the way back up to 1980 to 1981. Ooh, that's another scenario that's setting up. Honestly, that's going to be exciting. So we've got a couple of scenarios. Even on the 4H, your 10 a.m. candle is actually super bearish now. So if they do start to give you this sort of close below the support, the next one can again give us that pullback and start dropping the price down to this support level. We've got clean range even on the 4H, right? And look at the 10 a.m. candle becoming super bearish at this point now. So let's measure out the range on the 10 a.m. candle. So a lot of the time, guys, one thing that I've noticed is that if the 10 a.m. candle is actually bearish and it hasn't really done its job, then it will start to basically drop. But if it has pushed a lot, right? So again, this is how I see it, right? So if this candle is bearish and it's done its job now, then guess what? It needs to either give you a pullback or it needs to reject, right? So this is where we have the mid-range even on the 10 a.m. candle, right? Let me just measure this quickly. So you've got the 50% level here on the 10 a.m. candle. If we start to see some sort of a confirmation above this, there's a very high chance that we're coming back up to retest the highs of the 4H candle, which is the 10 a.m. 4H candle, right? So this is where you have your 50% on the 10 a.m. candle as well. The area is 1976.10. And above this, I'm very much interested in your buy positions as well, as long as it's not a fake out. So 10 a.m. candle, 50%. So this is what I'm interested in. Because we're super bearish at the moment, we do need some sort of a pullback. But I do see something setting up, which is essentially your HTF. Bro, can we get like, can you sort of like give me some more room to select? HTF breakout or HTF range fake out. But we have seen something like this playing out many times, and it is usually super aggressive as well, because you've got a lot of room to the top side, right? So essentially, I think what I'm looking for now is, if price action is sustainable below this, then I'm looking for that sort of initial drop, but once the pullback is done. So I want to see how they sort of like react within this area here. So if we can get something along the lines of a resistance being established over here, then I'll be a big fan of taking it all the way downtown again. Look at this fake out. You see the way they caused a fake out over here? Something like that. That's exactly what I'm looking for. Something like this. It will be the safest buy position above this, since then the 30-minute also needs to sort of give you that retest going based off this candle here, right? Seems like it's formed a major imbalance up here. So it will be a sell position, something along the lines of so that would be the highest probability trade that we can take, because again, as of yet, we've seen it push down a lot, and it's technically breaking below the lows and closing back above. So there's a very high chance now they can start to pump the price back up, but this is where we do have this resistance here. From here, I'm a big fan of technically taking it back down to retest the lows, and we've got plenty of range. If they do give you that pullback now with NY open, is a 70 pip range, and so I will be interested in something like that. Otherwise, as I said, maybe a buy position setting up from down here. But yeah, we just gotta let it sort of like play out and see what they bring. It really depends, because the first half an hour will be a little bit tricky, guys. A little bit tricky. But yeah, if you guys want, you can unmute yourself as well. You can jump in. At this point, we'll basically just be waiting for this to show up. With the NY open, I don't trust it. It's too many traps, because you guys need to understand one thing, right? Like 90% to 95% of retail traders actually lose money, so their job is to really just trap you as much as they can. So this is where you just want to stay out of it. They are forming this support down here though, so it should be able to give us that pullback, and then potentially from up there a clean sell position will make sense to the downside. What do you think, Nuno? Like it?
Yeah, bro. Yeah. Makes sense waiting a little bit more, you know?
Yeah.
Because we don't have the clarity, you know?
Exactly. And the thing is, right, because it's a Monday, this is where you want to be like super conservative. Super conservative.
But you can also start your week.
Yes, sir. Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
Yeah.
My bad. Apologies. You know, I'm just so used to saying yes, sir. But Monique, remember what you were talking about, right? Like, you were giving us some sort of like, you were giving us that psychological tips and whatnot. If you want, you can give that out to the people. Mm-hmm. We can't see you, by the way.
Yeah, I can't put my camera on now. I'm just gonna talk.
Okay.
So yeah, I think psychological is very important as well, especially having patience. Like if you don't have patience and you enter a trade in too early and the trade plays against you, you will completely lose your mind, and then you will enter again and again and again, and that's when your account can completely go to the negative and you will just not be in a good state. So it's very important for you to follow your playbook and make sure you follow your rules and just be patient. That's the best way to go. And just think about it. Just think that if the market is like, okay, if you follow your playbook every single day, if you stay patient every single day and you follow your rules, then I will pay you. This is the only time that I will pay you. So just remember that if you just follow your rules, stay patient, be consistent, that's when it will all like play out and the market will eventually pay you. But if you're not patient, you will lose your money. Trust me, you will lose.
Exactly, 110%.
So it's very important, guys. Yeah.
110%. You're completely right. And you know what it does is when you have like your playbook, you have all of these rules and these like guidelines to follow. What it does is it sort of like takes you out of that gambling mentality, and it actually puts you in a mentality where everything is now systematic, right? So again, like our job as traders is to just take emotions out of this game, and essentially that's what you're doing when you're making it all systematic. You're like, okay, cool, I've got this rule number 1, rule number 2, rule number 3. If I follow this, then this is something that's in my plan and I can take it. But the minute you start to just freestyle it, which I've done, trust me, like guys, at the start of my journey I was freestyling trading, and it can pay you big time, but it can also take it away from you big time as well, since you don't have any loss limits, you don't have anything in place, right? So yeah, it's very important, exactly what Monique said. And I think everyone's
Yeah,
going through
you
that
need
journey.
to trust yourself.
Exactly. I think that's one of the biggest things, right, Monique? Like, what do you do to like kind of like build that trust within yourself? Like, yeah.
Well, I mean, yeah, I guess you'll start building that trust within yourself once you see that whenever you don't trust yourself and whenever you just act based off being impulsive or based out of fear that you're going to lose out, I guess that will teach you a lesson at the end of the day, because that's how I learned that, okay, I need to start trusting myself, because whenever I act out of fear, whenever I'm scared of losing out, that's when I actually lose money. So I guess it's just something that you're gonna need to teach yourself at the end of the day. No one can teach you to believe in yourself. No one can teach you to trust yourself. It's something that you're gonna need to do for yourself, something that you need to work on for yourself. So it's very important that you work on yourself on a daily basis. Yeah.
And I agree with that. Honestly, I always say this, right? Any successful trader, you talk to them, they're never going to tell you about how much money they make or like what fancy things they own. They will always tell you about like the come up, the journey, the process, because I think that's like the most valuable thing as a trader. Like, it forces you to sort of like go on this path of like self-development, because you need to be the best version of yourself. Because guys, it requires a lot for you to be a successful trader. You've got to like have a lot of things in check. So this is where, if you have all of these boxes in check, you're very much like also aware of everything around you. You're very like conscious of like pretty much your emotions and like everything, and that's when you sort of become that superhuman as well. Trading really does turn you into a superhuman. I think what it does is it sort of like forces you to look at yourself in the mirror, and then it sends you down that path of like, you know, where it's self-destruction in a way, right? Because like nothing's going your way, and then that's when you get sick of like just taking losses and losses and losses and just like being in this like terrible emotional state constantly. And that's when you start to improve and improvise, and that's when like the magic starts to happen. You just become the happiest version of yourself, because again, you make everything very much systematic, right? I'm pretty sure like you guys must have had like really bad ups or downs as well, like as
for sure,
right?
bro.
What about
Man,
you, Nino?
Monique
Yeah.
tells one thing
Hey.
that's very true, because the scared of sometimes enter a trade or something. And bro, how many times we are scared to enter a trade and that trade goes on our way, you know?
100%.
It's probably more times that the trade goes our way when we are scared that when we are not, you know?
Yeah, exactly. See, that's why, right? Even like being scared to enter the trade or not like putting enough risk is a major psychological issue,
Exactly.
and that can really affect your trading. Because you guys need to understand one thing, right? When it comes to trading, like, you will not have that opportunity every single day, especially if you're a scalper or you're intraday trader. You might not have an opportunity every single day, but on the days that you actually do get the opportunity, you really need to scale in on that opportunity. So imagine if you're like a bit hesitant and you know you're scared to enter, that's when like it just starts to sort of like mess up with your sort of like weekly results, right? Because imagine if you had an opportunity on Monday, you didn't scale in on it, and now you don't have an opportunity for the rest of the week, you'll start to force trades as well. In my opinion, it really does happen, doesn't it? You know, you must have done it as well, man. 100%.
Yeah. That's because everyone in the group has a plan, you know, to follow and to risk for the day, loss for the day. Everything sets up to, because for us not be scared or don't have any emotions during the trading, you know.
Exactly. So what about you, Monique? Do you have any like stories of like where you blew some accounts up? I know all of us have done it.
Yo, I just feel like everyone in the beginning, you lose a lot of money. Like in the beginning of your trading journey, in my trading journey, I did lose money. I would make like a bunch of money and then think that, okay, with my next trade, I can definitely double it up, like make more than double than what my account is. And then I would make my leverage so high, make my what you call it, my lot sizes very high, and then stop out. So I'm like, yes, girl, you knew that it wasn't the way to do it, but because that you thought that in some magical way you can just double up your amount in one day, that it would work out, and it just didn't. So this is not a get rich quick thing, it's a process. But yeah, in the beginning you will lose money, but that's also very important that you also start off with your demo account to get more confident with your training, more comfortable with your training, and then move over to your live account. But yeah, losing in the beginning
Monique,
is very
sorry to cut you off. Your voice is lagging just a little bit. Sorry to cut you off. Is it my internet or?
No. It's cutting a little bit.
Yeah, it's just cutting a little bit when at the moment.
And now?
We can't hear you at the moment. Your voice is just cutting out a little bit. Yeah,
sorry.
No worries. Take your time. But exactly what Monique said. I'll take it here, and so I'll take it from here. So basically, what she's saying is right. Like, look, everyone goes through that journey, and like, you do need to go through that journey as a trader where you take those losses, right? Because at the end of the day, realistically talking, every trader has gone through that journey. But that's what teaches you, because like, I always say this, right? Imagine if you will go to uni or you'll go to college, you're going to pay so much fees for the education, right? So essentially that's all we are doing as traders. We're paying the fees to the markets, right? But it's up to you how much fees you want to pay to the markets. For me, I was at like a stage where I was making a lot of money, but because I didn't have a plan in place, I would lose a lot of money as well. So essentially, like, you get to like a point where like you're consistently making profit, but you cannot, it's impossible for you to not lose, right? You still do lose, but what starts to happen is on your losing days, like, the drawdown is very much controlled, like the risk management is in place. So that's where like the magic happens, right? Because you're winning a lot, and then on the days that you do lose, like, you don't lose a lot, it's very much controlled. You have a loss limit in place. And then imagine if you have like a high win rate like we do, guys, and like you also have like really positive R2Rs, and you're only losing like every now and then, like, you can make a lot of money from this business, right? Because imagine on the days you actually win, even if it's like 100k account, you're doing 1-2%, that's like $2,000 in a single day, right? And everyone can get funded. Like, my students have got funded, so it's something that anyone can do. You could be from any country, like, there are no limitations on anyone, right? It's all about your mindset. It's all about like what you believe you can do. And if you feel like you can achieve this, then you really can. You just got to put the work in, and this is where you need the process to obviously get to that stage. And once you have the process, once you have that self-belief within yourself, you can achieve anything. What about Ash? Ash, do you have any sort of like stories?
Yeah, no, of course. I think, like you said, we've all been there, but for me and for a lot of you guys, I think it's important to understand that it is a learning curve, and it's okay to lose some and win some. It is a part of the game. I do understand, obviously, you are going to be bummed out in the beginning, especially if it's your first time losing. But yeah, just don't be disheartened or disappointed by it. And only trade, I learned this the hard way, only trade where you're willing to lose or where you're willing to risk. And again, that ties in with the lot size, it ties in with the dynamic risk. It's so important because we don't want to burn out any accounts over here. We need to do it right.
Exactly. Yeah, I 100% agree. Like, I think a lot of us, we come into the markets with a mentality of like, I'm going to triple my money, I'm going to quadruple my money. Yes, that can be done, but not in a day or two, right? It will only be done once you really get to that stage within like whatever, like, everyone has their own sort of like time period when it comes to like the journey, right? I can't really anticipate yours, but yeah, most definitely, this is where like you guys just need to understand, right? Keep your risk low, have a trading plan in place and wait for your trade. Like now, guys, we know exactly what we are waiting for, right? Am I going to force this? No, I'm not. Technically, yes, I could look for these buy positions here, right? But at the end of the day, I know the opportunity is setting up as soon as we see a retest up here, and that's all I need to technically wait for, right? And if you guys have any questions in the chat, go ahead and ask us these questions, guys. We're here for the Q&A and everything. Let's do this. Even going based off the previous candle, right, it seems like what we are seeing now is we actually saw a super bearish close on the previous candle, and what it has done is again broke the structure lows, technically forming some sort of a double bottom. Can you see that, right? It's forming that double bottom on the 4H, isn't it?
Yeah.
So this is where now what we need to see is if this is actually a rejection or if it's a pullback for them to actually dump the price once again. So if it is a rejection at this point, right, then we need some sort of a confirmation above this area. This is a key level for us. From here, something going all the way back up to the daily highs makes a lot of sense, since again we know how candles move, right? So if this candle starts to flip bullish now and they want to reject this candle from the lows, the next target will be the intraday highs, right? It will give you that sort of wick fill, and once they give you a wick fill, either they will give you a break above and then give you a wick fill and break scenario, then you got the previous daily highs as a target, or they will give you a wick fill and then again a second rejection, causing a double top scenario on your intraday highs. So plenty of scenarios setting up. Let me just mark the intraday highs over here, so daily highs. And you've literally got this. Yeah, look at that, look at the way they just pumped the price up and they gave you the nastiest rejection here. Now I'm calling this move to the top side a bluff. I do need more confirmations. Once I have those confirmations, we'll do some damage for sure. It is a Monday. As I said, I like to be more conservative on Mondays. I don't really like to go all in, because if I go all in on Mondays, right, and I get taken out, guess what? That's going to really affect my psychology as a trader. So this is where now I prefer to really keep myself calm, keep myself in a calm state. We also call it the flow state, if you guys know about the flow state, right? And you know, once the opportunity shows up, I'll execute on it. I don't hesitate, right? That's one thing about me. I don't hesitate when the opportunities are there, but at the same time, I need to make sure the opportunities, you know, the odds are really on our side, because at the end of the day, it's a game of probabilities, right? So once the odds are on our side and I know there is a very high chance this trade will play out, that's when I'll be willing to give it a go. Because right now, why would I not capitalize on this buy position? My reasonings being, right, we know what technically is happening is this is just a pullback, right? So when you are trading a pullback, we've got about like 28 pips to the top side, or roughly 25 pips or 28 pips, and give and take, you know, your stop loss will be essentially somewhere around here, right? Because this candle can always give you a pullback. Yeah, we could capitalize on something like this to the top side, but there's always that high chance of, you know, you seeing a major rejection from up here if it's a pullback. So this is where we can just wait for this area to get retested, and let's see how it reacts around this 10 a.m. candle. And we've got this confirmation we're waiting for. Once it shows up, let's give it a go. No hesitation, right? Super excited for today though. Should be a good day. Because we've got no news coming in, it would not be influenced by fundamentals. It would just basically heavily be influenced by your technicals today. So it should be a fun day. And if we can get 2 trades in, let's give it a go. You guys know I love giving it a go when there is opportunity in the markets, because again, not every single day will give you those opportunities. So if we can capitalize on this today, let's give it a go. Should be a fun day. On Friday, we had 2 trades taken. On Fridays, sometimes people don't even trade Fridays, right? But it doesn't work like that. If you have an opportunity in the markets, you give it a go. And on Fridays, we had 2 crazy trades. It played out so nicely. So let's see what happens today though. Let's see.
Yeah, bro, Friday was a really good day, man.
Oh, 100%.
Really good day.
Really good day, yeah. We killed it on Fridays.
Yeah, I have a question regarding Friday.
Oh, Monique, your sound is still a bit. I don't know. Is it just me?
No. Sound is kind of cutting, you know.
Yeah. And try and listen to yourself on the Zoom.
Try to reset the headphones or something.
Yeah. I think it's to do with the internet, maybe. Not too sure.
No, bro. I think that's because the image is good, bro. It's not like, you know. Just reset the phones.
Yeah. Yes, sir. Okay, guys, we've got another 7 minutes left now before the new 30-minute opens. Let's see what we can do with this candle here, because now again the next candle is the one. If the first 15 minutes can technically give us a retest of this area here, right? Look at that. Last time we actually had a pullback was essentially again from this area, and then they established that resistance and then pumped the price up. So if we can get this resistance candle here now, then it should be super fun. So this is where the structure highs are. And yeah, we're about to retest this sort of daily 50% range as well, because I think your daily 50% is just around here, isn't it? Your daily 50% area. You've got your daily 50% level just around the corner as well. So we're about to start, you know, we're about to start trading within this sort of area, and within this area now we should be able to get a confirmation for us, which is essentially a bearish confirmation, since I do not want to trade against the trend, but I do understand the previous daily is super bullish. So if they do want to give you that massive rejection on the intraday now and give us that clean confirmation above the daily 50% area, then we'll take it back up to the daily highs, right? It should be a clean target to the top side, very clean target. So you've got your daily highs as well as the 4H highs just here now. It's pretty much the same area. So this will be a major level for us. Again, I do not want to get tricked, and I know what they do with retail traders, right? Their job is to trick 90% of the retail traders, because again, it's something where, you know, you're seeing trillions of dollars being pumped into the markets every single day, so the liquidity needs to be generated, right? And 90% of the retail traders are pretty much liquidity, right? And so this is where what they can essentially start doing is give you a cleanest breakout above this, and then on the next candle cause the cleanest fake out. So what I'm looking for, if I can even annotate this, right, just to make more sense out of this, let me see if I can annotate this for you guys. So basically, as an example, let's say this is your 30-minute candle, right, giving you our super bullish close above this area here, being our major area here. Let me just try and draw this candle here. So let's just imagine this candle gives us something like this, right? It gives us a major close above this area, making it our clean breakout to the top side. Then what they can start to do is, now imagine we scale down to the next 15 minutes, right? The 15-minute can open, maybe start pumping, end up closing something like this, right? Leaving a massive wick. And this is where now the last 15 minutes of the new 30-minute candle can essentially open, give you an upper wick, and end up closing back below this range. So do you guys see what I'm looking for? So if they do cause some sort of a fake out like this is where I want to be super careful, right? Because if they cause a fake out like this, then we know this is technically becoming a fake out rather than a clean breakout, right? So that's where you have a clean range now to the downside that you can start aiming for. Because what's the chances of then gold again rejecting the daily highs? It becomes super low, right? It will most likely break it. The second time it gives you that sort of retest, and then if it does break it, we've got this clean target of 1968 to the downside, which is your previous daily 50%. Once they give you a retest of the previous daily 50%, that's when you need some more confirmations, right? So this is essentially what I'm looking for. So I'm looking to see what they do here in the next 30 minutes or so. Well, not 30 minutes, next sort of like 18 minutes or so. That's what I'm looking to see now. But from here I can really see this sell position setting up. Or if it is a clean breakout above this, then yeah, you've got the daily highs coming up, right? I think we've traded this scenario plenty of times before, right?
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah. Did you catch the long bullish candle on Friday after the session? Did you guys? Oh, so
no, I think
no. For
personally,
us, yeah. Go on, you answer.
Personally, no, bro.
No, because we had hit our targets on Friday. So again,
yeah,
you know, when it comes to like trading as well, right? When you have the opportunity, like you capitalize on the opportunity, right? But once again, you see, the way to make trading systematic is your trading plan makes it systematic, right? So what's included within your trading plan? Well, two basic things will be your loss limit, as in like if you lose this much in a day, then you're out of the markets, or you have your targets for the day as well. So if your target, let's say you have X amount that you want to aim for every single day, if that gets hit, you gotta come out of the markets again. It goes both ways, right? So this way you can't be too greedy, and you also, because greed is what kills you in the markets, right? It affects your psychology. So imagine now you've had your you've had your winning trade, you've hit your daily target, and now all of a sudden, because you're trying to make more, you've lost your initial profits, and now you're trying to make them back, and you're just losing and losing and losing. It's a miserable cycle. So even, guys, trust me, having that target is as important as having that loss limit in place, because it's a game of your psychology. So everything needs to make sense, right? It needs to be about your psychology, whatever keeps you in check, sort of thing.
Because after you hit the target, if you start to risk more and more and more, gonna happen the same when you lose, you know. Risk more and more and more, and you probably you lose the control, you know.
Exactly. I completely agree with that.
It needs to be like a balanced thing, you know.
Exactly. Everything needs to be balanced in trading, honestly. Your risk needs to be balanced, your psychology needs to be balanced. And so, you know, this is where I even say, right, like, look, if it's a game of psychology, right, think about it. And if you want to be in the right mindset for the rest of the week, on a Monday, do you really want to take big risk, or do you really want to take small win, a calculated win? So now, as soon as your target gets hit, guess what? You'll be happy. You'll be looking forward to tomorrow. But think about it, right? If you take a massive loss today, because there's always that chance of you taking a loss, right? It's a game of probabilities. There are no certainties. Now, you will try and make your loss back and also make profits on top of it. So now imagine how much mental pressure you're going to put yourself in if you were to go all in today. So this is where I always recommend step by step, you know, baby steps. Okay, this is it. Oh, look at that retest done as well of the resistance area. And so this is where I want to see what they do in the first 15 minutes or so. Something like this will be lovely. They've also got this little imbalance down here. So guys, you take off from here. I'm going to quickly go grab a drink. I'll be back in 5 minutes, okay? I want to let you guys take over from here.
Okay. So, what do you have here in the chat? Nothing. Feel free. Did you guys catch? Yeah, Monique, your mic is fine now? Or no?
I think she's probably still trying to fix it.
Yeah. Guess no. Is my mic okay now? Can you talk, please?
Test in 1 2 3 1 2 3. Monique.
Oh man, information again. Are we win? Nothing information. We are waiting for the confirmations. Let's see what the next 15 minutes gonna bring us, you know. Probably this setup can really play out. Let's wait for the right confirmations and see. Hey Moss, are you there?
Yeah, bro, I'm here.
Okay. What part of the South Africa do you live?
I'm in Gauteng. That's like near Joburg, Johannesburg.
Where?
Yeah.
Your sound is back.
Bro, you need to talk to Monique about it. I think Monique is from South Africa too. Yeah, Monique.
Where does Monique stay?
Monique is staying. I think she's from London, you know, but I think he's originally from South Africa.
Oh, so she moved to London already.
Yeah. I think.
Yeah. So it's the thing that we were talking about that other week that I also need to move. Remember?
Yeah.
Yeah. All in due time.
Monique, no, we are not listening. Oh, can you talk? No, nothing. See if you have the mic mic activate because
It was working for a second just then. I don't know.
yeah. I don't know. Yeah, Moss. We're going to London, bro. One time.
Yeah, but you need to go there first. Buy
New
like
Year.
a-
New Year, bro. We're gonna celebrate in London.
No, I need you to go there first and buy like big property. Then make a room for me.
Yeah. We're gonna arrange that, bro.
Yeah.
No. Monique, no
Oh,
sound.
we still need to make that.
Where are you, my friend Moss? You're enjoying your time, aren't you? Living your best life. Wow. Is that your
Not
home,
really,
bro?
bruh.
That looks really
Not
nice,
really.
bro. Looks really nice, you know. The background.
No.
I know. I wish I had.
This is the office. I'm at the office.
Oh, that's the office
But I'm
views.
at the office. So it's not fine.
That's the office
Yeah.
views. Lovely, bro.
So to make enough calls from Forex, I'll make my own home office a lot like this one because I love it.
It's very nice. Show us your office, man. Let's see it. Let me make it bigger.
But it's quite empty right now. Do you guys like?
It's just there for the flex, isn't it? Oh, that's nice, man. That's
Big
nice.
office.
Big
It's
office.
a bunch of. Yeah.
Bro, the view is everything, honestly. The view is
Yeah, bro.
everything. The view
Very
is
nature.
It's just a.
Can you guys hear me? No, Monique, we cannot hear you.
Like,
Try to-
Maybe your settings on Zoom. You need to maybe change your microphone settings on Zoom. Maybe that's the issue. Oh, look at this 30-minute now, right? It's giving you that
Yeah.
initial breakout. The next 15 minutes start to close back below. Oh, it's gonna be fun. It's actually gonna be fun. If the next sort of like 15 minutes essentially start to close back below this area here, this range that we have, then you can sort of anticipate the 4H to start giving you that next sort of wickful scenario. But essentially what's happening now is this is becoming your double bottom from down here. And this is usually something that we do trade. But again, remember guys, we're not trying to be very sort of like impulsive today. It's a Monday, so we're waiting for a little bit more of a confirmation. But essentially this is a setup that we really do trade up to your daily highs. By the way, I don't know why I couldn't hear Moss either properly, man. I don't know, was it just breaking
Yeah,
up for
bro.
me?
No, for me too.
Yeah, it was breaking out for me, Moss and Monique both. I think Ash is completely fine. Yeah, her sound quality is really good.
Yeah. Very cool.
cool.
Thank you very much.
Yeah, there is. Wait, what
Maybe-
mic do you have, Ash? Really good.
Oh, I'm using my iPhone today. I need to,
Oh.
so not wearing the headset or anything. Monique, maybe try getting out and coming back in. See if that works.
So I don't know. Can you guys see my like zoom settings here? Like this thing here. Can you see it? On the screen. If you go to the microphone option, it shows you a lot of it shows you different microphones that you have, Monique. So select the one you are using. It has different microphones here. You see, I'm using the Razer Siren X. This is a microphone I'm using. I've got a different speaker, which is my headphones. You can see that, right? So select the microphone that you're using over here, and then it should start working.
Can you guys hear me
There,
now?
yes, we can. Yes, we can. There you go. We can
Yeah,
hear you.
no. I had no idea that there was options at the microphone icon. So yeah, I found it. So finally,
See, problem solver, guys. Dear the
Yes, it's
problem
back.
solver.
solved.
Back again.
Problem solved. Yeah.
Yeah.
Where's Moss? I wanted to speak to my South African partner. Where's Moss?
Where are you, Moss? Reveal yourself. Watch him reveal himself in 3 seconds. 1, 2.
You busy working?
Oh,
Yeah, guys, sorry, I'm busy working here.
Oh, okay.
Yellow. No, it's fine. Like when I was in the session. I think it was 2 weeks ago or something. I was in the session, and then Moss was talking, and then as he was talking, I'm like, "Hi, man, this guy is from South Africa, yeah, yeah." And then, and then when he mentioned Joburg, I'm like, "Yes, it's Joburg. I know my, I know."
I have that accent, that South African accent.
Meh. Yeah, no, yeah, like I will like. Even though I'm staying in London, I will never get the English accent. Never, 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 never. I mean, I only moved here in 2020, so imagine it's too late. It's too late to be picking up accents, man.
No,
Yeah.
you need to keep your original accent. It's actually really nice.
Yeah,
It makes you
I don't
unique.
like it, but
It makes you
anyway.
unique.
Yeah.
No, it makes you unique, guys. It
Uh,
makes you unique.
yeah, I will keep it. But then my son's born here, so my son will probably be correcting my English and be like, "Mom, it's not water, it's water." like you guys say it.
I think Americans say water. This is how Americans say water.
and then English water, mom, not water.
Yeah.
Yeah, so he'll be teaching me his English.
In India, they say water.
Water.
I can say that, guys. I'm Asian, by the way.
Water.
Yeah.
Yeah, water, your water. Man, there's so many ways of saying just water, man. I swear it's crazy.
And in South Africa, we say water.
Water. Okay, water.
Yeah, water.
Water. What about
And in Portuguese, nuno, agua. That one.
Agua. Exactly.
Agua.
Monique, you know some Portuguese words, bro?
Yeah.
Of course, I have to. My son's Portuguese. I have to, guys. I have to. Yeah. No, actually, like my dad's Portuguese, and then my mom's from South Africa.
Ah, so you're like mixed race, basically.
Yes.
Okay.
That's how I know some Portuguese as well.
Okay. Lovely jubbly. You know, I'm going to put this up on the screen as well, guys, what we're looking for, because I think it's a little bit too small. Everyone watching, we are looking for a sell position from here. Maybe it can set up in the next 15 minutes or so, and if it does, if it can start to essentially form a resistance up here, it'll be a clean sell position to the downside. Very clean sell position. But everyone watching, drop a like on the stream if you have any questions for us. We've got plenty of different traders here. We've got female traders, male traders from all over the globe. So if you've got any questions, go ahead and ask us.
Look at this guy, Kasim Ali. Lol, that SA chick is loud.
Hey, Cas, that's my guy. What's happening,
Kasim.
What's happening, Kasim?
Boy, am I supposed to be soft or what?
No, we love the energy. There has to
Boy.
be energy.
Of course. Like, this is just how I am, guys. I'm just this kind of person. Sometimes it's like when I'm not like this, people ask me, Monique, what's wrong? I'm like, but can't I be just relaxed sometimes? Should I always be loud? Like, you know?
Exactly.
But this is me.
Listen,
It's great to be in it's great to be in a space where you can actually be yourself, you know?
Yeah.
It's amazing.
100%.
We all different.
You gotta be you, right? You gotta be you.
Yeah.
You can't be someone else. You got to be you. Because a lot of people, they pretend to be someone else, and you know, if you're not you, then you can't really find happiness within yourself. So at the end of the day, you need to really discover yourself. And it seems like Monique has discovered herself. We got respect for you, Monique. Now it's good. Just be you, girl. Kasim said, just be you, girl. There you go. He's supporting you. What's up, dear? What's happening, my brother? All good. Just looking forward to this week. Got a lot of news coming in. It's going to be super fun this week, honestly. I can really see us doing some damage this week. But again, one thing though, I most definitely will be super conservative this week.
What are you doing?
Monique, there you go. Okay, never mind. Thank you. Okay, let's just drag this up here of what we're looking for.
Sorry, I just want everyone to know I do have a baby at home. So when my child is busy doing something dangerous, I would
Oh, Monique, you sound like a robot again.
Yeah.
Monique, you sound like a robot. You sound like a robot.
Monique,
Your
your mic
audio
is
gone
again.
Your mic again, Monique. Oh, this trade is setting up now. Okay, guys, let's all mute ourselves now because it's starting to set up. Oof, look at this now. Look at this now. They're giving you that heavy bearish momentum now, aren't they? Let's essentially wait for this to give you, because look, at the end of the day, right, like going based of the previous 30-minute candle now, where is that pullback level? Because it did close super bearish, so this will be that sort of max pullback on this candle here. So let's see what they do, because I do need them to give me that sort of clean bearish candle here. Okay, going based off the previous 15, oof, look at this resistance that they have established now. It's a clean resistance. Your 4H is also quite bearish, right? So I think we might be able to give it a go with one dynamic risk entry. Oh, I forgot to set my magic keys up. We've got another sort of like minute left before the new 15 minutes starts to open. There it is, magic keys ready as well. The new 15 minutes about to open. Let's see what they do, guys, with the new 15-minute open. This is the retest done now. Retest done. Heavy bearish momentum kicking in from this area, which is a really good sign for us. Heavy bearish momentum kicking in. At this one, they are also giving us that sort of retest, right? So technically what we need is we need the next candle to give us this break below and a clean drop. If the next candle gives you a clean break below this and a drop, what we need to look for is we need to look for the target. I think dynamic risk position will be the safest play below this, guys. If this starts to go off now, wait for it to sort of like give you that break for the second time. Don't just enter on the first sort of break. Wait for it to break for the second time, and I will let you guys know how to sort of like take this position, but not yet. Technically right now they are giving you that sort of upper wick, but if there is a lot of volatility in the market, then the max pullback on this candle should be this area here, and it should respect this area, and from here it should drop. So you should have a clean scalp opportunity from here, your SL being about 10 pips or so. But let's wait for it just a little bit. Wait for at least the first 5 minutes, because on my broker I don't have an upper wick. Do you guys have an upper wick on your broker? Because on my broker I don't have an upper wick just yet.
No upper wick for me.
Yeah, no upper wick on my broker. So I'm going to stay out of this for now. Otherwise I would have taken this, because I am anticipating this to start dropping now, but I just don't have that upper wick on my broker. And you can see this candle is about to essentially become that fake out candle. So once they do give us that retracement, upper wick, and then from there start giving us some sort of a 5-minute close back below this, I think that's when you can really take it downtown. But if there is a lot of volatility in the markets, they might not give you that sort of upper wick. They might just drive the price down now, cause that clean fake out to the downside, right? You do have the confirmation. If you really want to give it a go, I mean, the SL is going to be really massive, right? So you do need a scalp entry. So this is where I think either you can give it a go, placing your SL at 1977, and let's see how this looks though in terms of R2R. Yeah, it does make sense, but I think I'm gonna wait for the upper wick. I'm gonna try to be as conservative as possible. I need an upper wick. On my broker there is no upper wick. It is technically open and dumped, so I'm gonna wait for it. I'm gonna wait for the upper wick before anything. Monique, your mic, we can't hear you. Is I think, try and listen to yourself on the stream. You'll see what we're talking about. But essentially, yeah, I do need that sort of upper wick before we look for that clean drop. I think maybe you asked me what's the upper wick. So upper wick. So guys, obviously the sort of upper wicks that we look for, right? It really depends, because like for someone it could just be this could be an upper wick. So for me, there are two types of upper wicks, right? There are impulsive upper wicks and there are sustainable upper wicks. Majority of the times, our impulsive upper wick will essentially be the impulsive areas I have, right? So if price opens, it forms a high, and then from there it drops. The high that it's forming, it depends, right? If it's an impulsive high or is a sustainable high. If it's an impulsive high, then that's an impulsive upper wick. If it's a sustainable high, then that's a sustainable upper wick. So there's different sorts of upper wicks as well, if that's the question. So yeah, technically we're looking for some sort of a clean upper wick first, and I want to see what they start to do here, because at the end of the day, right, this candle here is still technically closed super bullish, right? So now if this candle becomes a retest candle and starts to pump back up in the last 15 minutes, the new 30-minute being also the new 4H can really give you that upper wick retest, right? Whereas if this does give us that bearish close, which we can always wait for, then the next 30-minute can start giving us a clean sell position all the way down to the daily lows, right? Again, because of the momentum, you could still anticipate something here, right? You really could, but I think I'll be staying out of it. I'm going to wait for the upper wick first. I'm being as much conservative as possible, right? I want to be really conservative here. I don't want to take any impulsive entries just yet. So once they give us a clean upper wick, that's when you can really start anticipating that downside play. So yeah, you need to wait for this confirmation here. But as you guys can see, just how I sort of annotated is playing out exactly the way I annotated it, because their job is to trick people, right? So how could they trick people? Breaking the highs here, and we saw this happen literally the whole last week, right? They broke the highs and then they gave you a drop. If you guys remember the structure from last week, that's exactly what they've done pretty much like every single day last week. They had bearish structure in play. They'll give you a break above the previous candle just to, you know, start tricking people. This is where all your orders get executed, and then they give you that sort of move to the opposite direction sort of thing. It's happened the whole last week, honestly, the whole last week. Sounds good, Monique. Sounds good.
Yeah, bro, to bearish momentum, you know, last week.
Yeah, and technically even now, this candle here either, as I said, becomes that sort of support candle, or they will give you the violation of the support candle, turning this into technically a fake out rather than a breakout back to the top side, right? So this is where you got to be super careful when you're trading against the trend technically, right? It really depends how they sort of close the markets now in the next 10 minutes or so. If they do start to close the price back above this mid-range, then the next 30-minute being the new 4H can really give you that sort of topside move. That could really play out nicely, but we do need just an extra bit of confirmation, and it is starting to set up as a clean sell position. But at the same time, I'm not interested in any impulsive play today, so I'm going to wait for that 30-minute confirmation. We're just looking for one clean position, right? So let's wait for this.
Yeah, makes sense, man.
Exactly. Very clean play, yeah.
Because when we're gonna have better confirmations, because if you wait like 9 minutes, we have the 30 minutes closed.
Exactly.
No rush.
And you know what? That's what trading really is about. The more you wait, the better your confirmation is. The more of a, you know, there is more of a chance that your trade will play out the more you wait. Because the thing about trading is, right, more waiting means more confirmation, and the more confirmation that we have, the higher the probability is, right, of our trade playing out. So that's something you always need to keep in the back of your mind, essentially.
Normally 90% waiting, 10% execution.
Exactly. I believe that to the T, really. 90% is just waiting, and like 10% is like spotting that sort of, you know, move and then taking it. Because look, even on the 15 minutes, right, I really do ignore the imbalances in the 15 minutes, but you do have some sort of imbalance just down here in the 15 minutes. It seems like a very impulsive, like, and now it seems like this 15 minutes giving us that sort of upper wick, which we anticipated. Look at that, right? So it's coming up now to give us that upper wick. But as I said, there will be two sorts of upper wicks, right? Either they will give you that impulsive upper wick, and then for impulsive upper wick, it should be essentially this range here, right? So it should be like this 6-7 pip range, or they will give you a very sustainable upper wick. So this is where now, let's see what they do. Honestly, let's see what they do. And that's exactly why we stayed out, guys. As you can see, it's pumping back up now, right? So it's just a waiting game now, honestly. It's just a waiting game. Because imagine now they've taken out all of these buy orders, they tricked everyone. And same thing goes for like these sell positions as well. They gave you that impulsive play. See, like, you know how they play? They play with your emotions. They give you these impulsive plays on purpose, so you get tricked out. So this is where now, if you just stay out of the markets, right, 90% of the time, you don't get tricked out by these impulsive plays. Like price, the way they move price is like, you can see it clearly that they play with your emotions. Why are they giving you this crazy breakout to the top side? Because they want you to start buying. The minute you buy, your stop losses get hit. They give you an impulsive play to the downside, everyone starts selling. Boom, your stop losses are gonna start getting hit. And once they've taken out a lot of liquidity during the NY session, that's when they're gonna give you that clean, calm move to the top side. You got to understand, not a lot of traders can actually just be calm and patient and just wait for the trade to show up. They want to like jump in the first opportunity they see. But this is where I truly believe, right? If you can stay out of the markets for the first couple of opportunities, that's when you see that one clean opportunity. And if you can take the opportunity, it pays you. It pays you. That's the one thing I honestly have realized, you know, trading for years now, is that you need to try and stay out of the first couple of setups if they don't have sustainable price action. And then they give you a clean setup. You always will get at least 1 to 2 clean setups every single day. 110% you do.
Exactly.
Yeah, and so this is where now, look, at this point, right, they're again driving the price all the way back above this mid-range. I've shown you guys why this mid-range is such an important level for us. So if I can again annotate this for everyone, right, just to show you guys what we are essentially looking for, right? So again, what this candle has done is, this candle has given us that sort of low. Let me just change the color so no one gets confused. So this candle has now given us just a clean low. A very nice retest down here, right? This is something which was needed, right? And so now look at these levels that we're rejecting, right? So at this point, what business does it have closing back above this? Well, the only business it has closing back above this is if they want to give you some sort of a top side play in the markets, right? It's very simple. This becomes a major level for us going based off our 4H range. If we start to close back above this, next 4H needs to give us a break above this, and then you have all of this range to fill to the top side, right? So as traders now, we need to stay calm and we need to have patience, because on the 30 minutes, this is essentially our range. We need confirmations within this range. If now the 15 minute gives you an up wick, it starts to give you some sort of nasty rejections and it ends up closing something like this. The next 30 minute breaks below this, bingo, we take it to the downside, right? Because then you're getting a 30 minute breakout. But I think at the moment it's super early to say gold will start to sell off, and it might actually just want to give you a top side play in the market. So this is very important, waiting for this confirmation. And if the next one actually breaks the highs, I'm anticipating a clean pump to the top side, so at least up to your daily highs. So you'll be most definitely able to secure those 1-to-1s for sure. And look at that, right? So they're giving you that sustainable upper wick. So we're retesting this key level. So maybe it could be a thing that they want to cause a fake out on the 15 minute structure. How does the fake out usually set up? They will give you a clean close above this. Next candle will open, start breaking the lows, and then from there we have a target to the downside, which is essentially your previous 4H lows, which is the wick fill scenario. And then if the wick fill scenario plays out, we're looking for the breakout trade below the daily lows, essentially down to the previous daily 50%. And if the previous daily 50% level starts to hold as a resistance, guys, oof, look at this then. Look at this clean play to the downside. Oof. There's a lot of momentum. Very clean traffic, honestly. Since your monthly super bearish, your weekly ended up closing super bearish. Your daily now technically has to cause a fake out, right? If it breaks above, then again we have the scenario where it can give us that retest of the previous weekly 50% and close back above the daily highs to start selling off. But until then, we can only play based off the 4H range, right? That's the range which is mostly appropriate to us at the moment. So if we can play within this range, the only scenario that can set up is either a break above to the top side, or it will be a clean fake out from up here, right? So if it is a clean fake out, we need to see a rejection here. Look at this retest of the upper wick. If the next one opens and this closes a breather candle, and the next one can give you a clean drop, honestly, it really can. Yeah, look at that. It's starting to form as like a breather candle, isn't it? Look at that.
Yeah,
man, we've seen these breather candles like printer, and the next one just goes berserk. Honestly, this is looking like a clean breather candle at the moment. It really is. Ooh, yeah, look at them rejections playing out after the retest is done. And so your 30-minute is technically closing back below this range as well, establishing some sort of resistance up here. So either the next one opens, gives us a wick foot and break to the downside, or it rejects and it pumps back up. Yeah, it's looking clean now to the downside, isn't it? Because what's the chances of us now rejecting this level here? It's becoming super low because they've given us this initial rejection now. The price action is sustainable. What business do they actually have breaking back below these lows? I don't see it. Why would they break below these lows unless they want to give us this downside retest? So let's go. Alert set on this. On the break of this, I will be looking for that sell position to the downside. Again, let me talk about like how the positions will set up, right? If you do look for this downside play, right, you want to start making it risk-free as soon as it starts to sort of like give you that initial leg down, right? That impulsive drop, because you want to be extra bit careful just here, guys. You want to be super careful because you can get nasty rejection from here, right? Again, you're still trading within this kind of consolidation, but look at the way they're giving you this sort of structure now, right? Let me try and annotate this again. Look at that. Consolidation highs are all the way up here, and your consolidation lows are all the way down here. But within this now, you've got another sort of range to look out for. Look at this, right? So this could be technically consolidation, break, fake out, retest, and now this is again a second breakout, right? So now if the second breakout is valid, this is technically becoming a retest. Otherwise, it's going to be the same scenario playing out like this. Clean pump back up to the daily highs. So we just need to have patience and wait for this to set up. If it sets up as a breather candle on the 30-minute, next one needs to give us the low, start breaking above, and this will be our trade. Over here, you want to start making it risk-free, right? So you've got two positions setting up, either to the top side or to the downside. Okay, this is the 30-minute open now. Man, on the break of this is going to be a very impulsive, like I can just see it happening. If they do give you that sort of upper wick now, look at that. We do need an upper wick though. We do need an upper wick. I would not be taking this if it's just an open and dump. I want to be super careful because the previous one closed kind of undecisive. So yeah, let's just be a little bit careful. Amazing stuff, you know. Great stuff, my brother.
Let's go.
Looking at the 1H. Yeah, look at that breather candle on the 1H as well. I think let's play this safe. Let's wait for it to sort of do its thing first. Yeah, let's play this safe. Let's see what sort of a reaction we get in this support level. Let's not be very impulsive. Let's wait for what sort of a reaction we get here, because it's opening and dumping. I don't like it. I need an upper wick first. I want to stay out of this. I need an upper wick, because the thing is, right, you're still within this range technically. So even if it does break below this, it might retest the lows of the range and start pumping back up. Yeah, I think I'm going to stay out of this for now. I'm going to be safe. I think it's the right thing to do. Yeah, staying out of this. Just oof, look at that breather candle on the 15 minutes though. If it gives me an upper wick and then it breaks the lows, then I'll give it a go. But it needs to give us an upper wick first. Otherwise, I think the setup is invalid in my opinion. So I do need the upper wick first, and then breaking the breather candle should be a clean drop. Even now with the volatility, they can technically give you this play. But I think I'm gonna play this safe on a Monday. I am gonna play this safe. Yeah, I'm gonna wait for the upper wick first for sure. Once we have a clean upper wick established, then it should be very clean, sustainable play to the downside again, guys. Remember, right? Remember, we're looking for a clean play to the downside. We're not looking for like clean spiky moves. We're looking for something which is realistically going to drop now for the rest of the day, right? This is also your new 4H. So now on the new 4H, right? Look at this. There's so many setups, you know, which you can potentially see because of the new 4H being such a volatile open. Yeah, they might want to give you that sort of 30 minutes double bottom sort of thing. Do you see what I'm talking about, right, guys?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think I'm going to stay off it with the 30 minutes. Technically being still kind of indecisive and, you know, I'm gonna stay out of it unless they can give us a clean upper wick, and then if they break the lows, I think what I would do is I would still be very conservative with it. The minute we start to tap this sort of range here, I'm gonna start technically making it risk-free. Or what you can do is just wait for another sort of confirmation below this, and then you have a clean drop to the downside. Or wait for like, yeah, basically your 1H fake out. I think that would be the safest play, the 1H fake out. Yeah, this is where you are technically getting your upper wick now on the 1H. So yeah, if the 1H can start rejecting from here, let's say if this is our SL going based on 1H, it's about a 30 pip SL, and we got all of this range to the downside technically, right? It makes sense. It makes sense. It makes sense, and you can start making it risk-free. Essentially, you can start making it risk-free just down here. Yeah, let's play this based off 1H now, to be honest. Yeah, I'm going to play this based off 1H, because on the 30 minutes, right, you've got so many rejections down here below the lows. So I think I'm going to play this based off the 1H if it sets up. And then below this, we should see a clean drop to the downside, honestly. Let's just set the alert on this, and if it does set up, we'll give it a go for sure. So what's happening, guys? How's everyone doing? What's up, my brother Himo? How are you, bro? You good? Guys, whoever is watching us, let us know in the live chat.
Yeah, I think Imo is working. I think
Okay.
he's telling us.
Hello, brother.
Oh,
Hey,
there
my
it is.
brother. How
How
are
are
you?
you? Can you hear me?
All good, all
Yeah,
good,
yeah.
all good. How about yourself, bro?
Sounds good.
Yes, my brother. How about yourself?
Yes, pretty good, pretty good.
How's it going over there?
Yeah, just waiting.
That's the thing, right? That's the thing, right? It's kind of like a thing where obviously you do need to wait a lot, but I think this is a clean setup. The minute this starts to play out now, they can give you that sort of wick fill and break, and then technically what you're trading is the 4H breakout, right? This is what you're trading essentially.
Yeah, but I'm worried about the double bottom.
4H lows breakout. The only reason that's going to be a worry of ours is if it gives us a rejection, right? If it gives us a rejection. So this is where obviously by the time you start to approach this level, you can just make it risk-free. So it's not something that you need to worry about. And oh man, the way this is setting up now, this breather candle, oh man, it's looking so nice. Like it's just gonna start sinking, because then you're getting a 30-minute breakout. You're also getting your 1H violation. Yeah, it's a clean
Yeah,
setup.
the range is there, and we have the imbalance.
Exactly.
We could definitely go to 68.
Exactly. Oh, the 30 minutes about to break the lows now. There it is, there it is, there it is. Let's see what they do now after breaking the 30-minute lows. So again, dynamic risk is your best friend, guys. Do remember that dynamic risk is your best friend. And again, I'm trying to be as safe as possible. So I'm looking for a break below this technically. The 1H confirmation is going to be a clean confirmation. Stops will go above obviously the highs. Technically, oh, it's setting up, it's setting up, it's setting up. Wait for it, wait for it, wait for it. If the alert goes off, let's give it a go. One dynamic risk entry. Then we'll wait for another 15-minute confirmation below this to start scaling in with more risk. So again, dynamic risk entry, right? Let's wait for this next confirmation that we're looking for essentially. If the alert goes off, we'll give it a go. And you want to start making it risk-free as soon as you sort of start to tap this range here, right? Yeah, technically this range here is when you want to start making it risk-free, and then you just want to let the sort of like your position run before you take any partials out, and this is where you want to start essentially securing some partials, right? Until then, you want to just make it risk-free, be safe, and just let it run. So why did I not take this on the 30 minutes is essentially because of all of these rejections, right? So it can just break the lows and start pumping back up, and so I'm being extra careful. And so let's see. you got your New York Stock Exchange coming up as well in the next sort of like what's it called, 23 minutes, right? Let's see how this candle sets up. It's kind of like giving you a pullback at the moment, isn't it? If they give you a rejection from this area here now, then it's exactly what I expected. Maybe sort of like a break below, trick some more people, retest of the support, pump the price back up. So this is why I said, look, rather than going for a 30-minute confirmation today, let's go for a 1H confirmation instead, since it makes more sense, because you're breaking below this messy area, and then after that you have this clean wick fill to the downside, right? And again, the 4H might want to pump up a little bit more as well. That's exactly why we stayed out of this. And so if this now starts to reject and it breaks its own highs, then you guys can see that was literally the best decision that you could ever make staying out of this, right? Because otherwise this would have been a losing trade. So you guys can see how, again, everything here is very calculated. We don't just jump into positions, you know, it needs to make sense, right? And there you go, look at that rejection now. And now if this candle starts to close back above, the next one pumps, bingo, you got your buy position set now. That's why, again, just patience pays in this game, guys. Patience pays. Guys, also drop a like on the YouTube live stream. That would help us out. It would obviously push our stream out to more people. As you can see, it's a very like calculated and safe way of trading, the way we do it. So the more people this gets pushed out to, the more people can like benefit out of this, right? So that should be everyone's job to push this out. We got 30 plus people watching, so even if you were to push it out to just one person each, right, we could have 60 people watching. By in another month or so, our aim is to get this to at least 100 live viewers, guys, and we can most definitely do it. So help us out, drop a like, push this out to your friends, and let's do this together. Hello.
It's Ash, I think.
What happened?
I think that's the mic, I think. Echo.
Oh, sorry guys, is that okay now?
Yeah.
It's
No, it's good. No, it's good.
But yeah, there you go, guys. Stayed out of this position, and you can see exactly why we stayed out of this position. It literally broke the lows and gave you the nastiest of rejection, right? But again, technically it's still just a pullback now, but at the same time, right, what you need to understand is that this is an open candle. So until we actually have a close, technically this can still just reject, right? But once we kind of get like a close back below this messy area, and next one breaks the lows as well, you're starting to get more of like confirmations, right? And I want to wait for that 1H candle at least before I start jumping into this position. But this is a very nice play to the downside. I can really just see this selling off now. Honestly, I can see this selling off, but we need to wait for just a bit more confirmation, because when it comes to the 4H, right, it becomes a bit tricky. So right now the scenario that we're technically trading is a pullback and a breakout scenario, right? So they've given us a pullback on the previous candle, so technically with this candle we need a breakout. So in order for this breakout to be valid, we need at least a clean close below the previous rejection area, which is essentially this support, right? So either an impulsive play below this support or a nice clean close below for a drop. Otherwise, if it closes back above this, you're looking for that pump once again, since then you're breaking above the structure high. So essentially a close below this or a break below this. There you go.
Yeah, 1 hour makes more sense.
Exactly. Exactly. The 1H will be a better confirmation in my opinion, yeah. And again, the thing is, right, you kind of just want to stay out of it as much as you can.
Hello, Monique is back in the building.
Hello. Can you guys hear me?
Yeah, it's better, you know. I think. What about
Sure.
you? Hey.
Let me.
Can you guys hear me?
Oh,
A bit echoey still. Not echoey, but it's like breaking up.
yeah.
Oh
Yes.
no, I'm gonna send these headphones back.
I don't think it's to do with the headphones, Monique. It's more the internet rather than the headphones.
No, my
No,
internet's
because
fine.
it's Bluetooth. The phones are Bluetooth, I think. Or wireless, probably.
Yeah, so it's probably to do with the internet, really. No? It's the connectivity issues. But there we go. Stayed out of this trade.
Did you guys enter?
Yeah, try to do the same thing, Monique. Like put
Maybe,
other mic setting and change it again. You know, for yours.
NYSE coming up in the next 16 minutes or so. So let's see what they do with NYSE. How is the music sound now? Is it good? Is it balanced?
Oh, bro, I'm not hearing the music.
Music sound now, is it good? Yeah. Balanced. Yeah, it's actually
Oh.
quite balanced.
Yeah.
Quite balanced.
Very nice.
Very nice. Guys, drop a like on the stream. Today we need to smash at least 30 likes. Let's drop a
Need to
like.
push it.
Let's drop a like. We've got 28 people watching just now. We had more than 30 people watching earlier. Let's drop a like, everyone. It will take you guys a second just to drop a like. Let's hit the like button. We're literally about to take over this live stream space because we're going to be giving you some legit trading here, guys. And yeah, at the moment, hey Puri, what's good, my bro? What's good? Nuno, your Portuguese brother is in the building.
No.
Oh no?
I think not, bro. That's Paulo.
Oh, my bad.
I think Piri no. Piri is. I don't know, bro. I don't know where Piri is.
Apologies. Apologies. My bro. What's happening, Crims? But yeah, essentially just waiting for this 1H confirmation and then you can take it. But until then, it's too choppy, this area. You don't want to sort of like trade against this level, right?
Yeah, bro.
Yeah.
You remember Piri? He's having the buy stop. You remember? We talked about
I
it.
remember. It was at 37 or I don't remember the area. I remember it was 57. Yeah, he said 57 there.
57.
And then price just, this guy's the market maker, man. This guy's literally the market maker, bro. Oh lord. Man.
We
New York
remember
Stock
that,
Exchange.
bro.
Oh, we
Piri,
remember.
we talk about that, man.
Yes,
Later.
sir. Yes, sir. We were like, we need to have this wizard on our streams every day, bro. Tell us where your buy stops and sell stops are so we can copy.
Based on FOMC, that. Ooh.
That was really nice, yeah. That was a nice play, bro. Very nice play. But yeah, guys, we're still waiting for this trade. We haven't taken anything just yet. We're waiting for a break below this for one position and a close below for another, essentially, right? That's technically what we are waiting for. But guys, drop a like on the stream. This week should be fun. We're aiming for 2 trades a day. Very safe trades, very high R2Rs, positive win rate hopefully this week. If we are blessed by, obviously God. So let's just all do our combined effort. Drop a like, share the stream with everyone. Let's kill it.
Every Monday, money affirmations for the week.
Yes, sir. And the best thing about Mondays is, right, you don't need to be honestly impulsive because you got such a crazy range over here, right? You can prevent yourself from getting like taken out if you can just wait for another sort of like, because like, does it make sense now for you to really enter the markets in the last sort of like 15 minutes before the New York Stock Exchange? I don't think it does, because New York Stock Exchange can just give you the dodgiest play to the top side, right? But man, this is where you can technically, what you could do is impulsive plays could play out, right? Impulsive plays really could play out. So now you're getting the 1H breakout. Oh man, this 1H causing a fake out is just beautiful. honestly. I'm going to give this a go, honestly, if it breaks below the lows. The 1H fake out is going to be so nice. But again, looking to the left, what we can see is this messy range to the downside, right? You can literally wick down and start pumping back up. So I think safest play will be essentially waiting for a close below this. Yeah, and then with the New York Stock Exchange open, just a very tiny upper wick and a clean impulsive leg down. Yeah, let's wait for a close below this. We've just got another couple minutes left before the New York Stock Exchange opens and really brings a lot of volatility to the markets, guys. So it should be a clean play. Guys, drop a like on the stream. Drop a like. Let's push this stream out. And yeah, we're going to aim for at least 2 trades today if possible. So let's see what the markets bring. But essentially, this was what we were anticipating, right? Markets to technically come up, form a resistance from up here, and then from there start giving you a clean breakout. So we can see a nice breather candle, resistance candle, pullback candle, breakout candle now starting to again form below this area here. So even on the 30 minutes, this would have been a safe position, but I think the safest confirmation that you can really take will essentially be below this. Because what can happen is, another thing I can really think of, they might give you a close below this, but the New York Stock Exchange pumps back up. Again, you know, this way they can cause a fake out from here because technically you're still trading within the range. So you do want to be, you know, you do want to make sure that they give you a clean valid breakout below this range so you don't get faked out, right? You're technically still within this clean consolidation. So 11 more minutes before the New York Stock Exchange opens. How's everyone doing, guys? Let us know in the chat who's watching us today. Let us know in the chat. What's happening, Monique? Let's see if your mic's good now.
Yeah. No, you
no,
need to
change
change for the mic that you're using.
Oh, they're starting to retest this range now. I got 2 BE positions at 4%, shaking my head. That's crazy, bro. That's crazy. Are you selling or are you buying gold? What are you doing, my bro? Because gold's technically very bearish if you go based off like all your HTF confirmations. And so if you align this with your LTF confirmations now being the lower time frames, right? The break of this here should be a very valid sell-off to the downside, but you do need to have patience, right? Technically need a break below this, because why would I not take a 30-minute breakout today is because of this choppiness that we have over here, right? We've got double support over here that, you know, you want to be extra bit careful here because this could literally be a pullback and NYSE just pumps back up sort of thing. So when you are just being extra bit careful, just like waiting just a little bit more, we can just wait for this confirmation below this, and then technically it should be a wick fill and break scenario down to your PD 50% level, right? So we've got plenty of range to the downside, as you guys can see. So, you know, there should be no FOMO whatsoever. Sold at 1787.04. Oh, all the way up there? Yeah, you took that impulsive entry. Yeah, nice, bro. Nice. Technically, I would do something like that as well. Back then, I was using this strategy, but not anymore. Because that strategy requires so much, man. You have to be very much on it. This way is just calm and you have patience, really. But I know exactly what you've done. I used to trade that way as well. This here, I would have taken it as well. This breakout here, I would not have sold the highest. I would have sold this area here, 10 pip SL, and I would have let this play out by now. I used to trade this way as well in the 5 minutes, but it's just not worth it for me anymore because it's too much. There's too much stress involved in this way of trading. The way I'm trading now is just very calm. Let's go 15 pips up. We should head down, but no fundos do really push it, so volume might not be as normal, but we still have plenty of movement to go. Yes sir, we do plenty of movement left. We do need to wait for a close below this. Nuno, my brother, go over this scenario one more time and I will be right back, guys. Let's see if we can grab some energy drink.
Okay. So guys, basically we are waiting like a closer 100 Ds or an impulsive move, you know, when a 1 hour break the lows, to see if the if the downtrend gonna carry on, or we're gonna start rejecting the 1 hour lows, or so I think there's a support down here. Yeah, the 1 hour support, you know. I'm selling from you're chilling, bro. Now big stop loss, you know. Big stop loss, yeah. Break even trade. You're chilling, man. Chilling in a building. Monique, how's your mic? Nice.
Can you hear me now?
Oh, yeah. Nice. Very clean.
Like I was just busy typing my questions in the chat and so
Very
on.
clean, very clean.
Yeah, no, what I have to do is then I log out and then I have to log back in again. So it seems like that technique seems to work for now. I was gonna put these headphones back in the box and send it back, honestly.
No, probably there's some problem, you know.
Yeah,
But yeah, now it's very nice, very nice.
That's good. So are we basically just looking for sells? I mean, I was busy putting the baby to bed, so I don't really know what the plan is with the trade. So are we looking for sell when it breaks under which level now?
We are waiting a close, you know. If you go to the 30 minutes time frame, we'll probably better wait for a close, you know, because we were testing the 1 hour lows, and that's a support down here too. It's rejecting now. So yeah, I think.
Do you have magic keys? Do you use magic keys as well?
I use magic keys. And you?
No, I only found out about it like when I started watching you guys like 2 weeks ago. So I don't really know how it works, but I'm guessing it's like a quicker way to enter your trades, because when you guys were giving out signals,
you don't need to make the account for the lot size, you know. It's automatically. You just want to risk 1%, you gonna risk 1%.
Really?
Yeah, on every stop loss you can put like 100 pips stop loss. So
it like kind of connect your account to the magic keys.
Exactly.
That's amazing. Exactly. So does it only control your risk, or does it enter the trade for you as well?
Yeah, not enter the trades. You need to click the button, you know. But yeah, you can enter the trades with magic keys too. It's like you open a trade. Yeah.
I should get myself.
Open calc, that's a thing for you to manage your stop loss, you know. Like you drag it up. I think I show you. Right?
Quick.
Or Ash. I show it to you, Monique, the magic keys, right?
No, please show me again if you did. No, you didn't.
Oh, okay.
Show me.
I think I show it to Ash, you know. No, because my magic keys is on screen, you know, not the physical one. I have the on-screen version.
Yeah, no, I saw that Daniel has the physical magic keys, isn't it?
Yeah. He has the screen one too.
I've got both.
Really? Both?
Yeah, that's the screen one.
Well, I would like to get the physical ones.
To be honest, the screen one's really good.
Daniel gonna give you the feedback of the physical ones.
What's wrong with the physical ones?
Yeah, sometimes kind of bugging, you know. And the screen ones is directly connected to the system, you know. So never bug. My magic keys on screen never bug. Yeah, never. And Daniel has one too, screen version.
Yeah. And it's cheaper as well. It's like I think 20...
I will definitely try it out and see how it goes. But I'm sure that I'll like it, because that way I would like not have to put in a lot of time with determining what my lot sizes should be for my risk.
Exactly.
So then it would make me enter it really quick. So I'll definitely get myself some magic keys.
Exactly. Gonna be more systematic your trading.
Excellent. Take it to a whole nother level then.
Yes, sir.
Ma'am,
Sir, no.
Yes, ma'am.
Ma'am.
He done
Excuse
exactly what
me.
I
Yes,
do.
ma'am.
Sorry,
He
excuse
done
me.
exactly what I do.
It's okay.
You see, I'm careful now, bro.
Yeah, you're muted, bro. On Discord. On Discord,
Oh,
on Zoom.
my bad. You done exactly what I do, bro.
You both. You both.
You have to be a bit careful now, dude.
No, tomorrow I'll just come, like, I'll draw myself some beard, you know, put on a cap, and then I'll be like, yes, sir, yes, sir.
Oh,
No, for real. Tomorrow, I'm a guy tomorrow.
imagine when he comes with a big
Oh
beard,
my
you know, and then
I'm telling you.
she's showing her biceps and everything. Jeez.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Oh my god.
XAU Demon says, yeah, man, there is no risk to really my strategy. It aligns with my analysis. Each entry is 3 to 10 pip. So yeah, bro, the way you're trading is actually super profitable if you have discipline, because as I said early on, I actually did trade this way, where I would have very tight stop losses and try and just like get those sniper entries in, but you really have to be on it. And so I'm at like a point now, because I've got like technically got bigger accounts. I don't want to kind of like be on edge all the time, so I'd rather just expect, I'd rather just wait for that one clean setup and expect that 1-2% that whatever I'm aiming for, right? It depends on the account size. And this way, it makes it very easy for me. And New York Stock Exchange might be an open and dump, guys. Look at that 1H is becoming super bearish now. So the next 1H, yeah, I think I'm gonna give it a go on the break. One entry, SO above the 30. Yes, there it is. Because how big is that? So it's about 35 pips, 34 pips. Yeah, and then with New York Stock Exchange, it should be a clean drop. So let's see. Okay, let's give it a go here on the break of the lows again. Let's enter the markets now. SO's above the 1H highs. Let's go. Let's take this down now. Again, I want to start making so with the one NYSE now, it needs to give us that instant break, right? So let's go. It needs to give us that instant break. The minute it does that, it should be a clean pump to the downside. So wait for this New York Stock Exchange open, and I'm gonna enter the markets on the 15-minute high. It should be also clean. Yeah, there you go. This is the New York Stock Exchange open now. It needs to give us that clean drop to the downside. We have the confirmations, and you technically do want to play this based off the 1H right now if you want to be safe, right? Because the last half an hour of the 1H needs to drive the price down. So let's just let the NYSE give you that sort of small upper wick, and then from there drive the price all the way downtown. And then again, guys, you do want to start making your risk free as soon as you start to retest this sort of range, right? Because technically from here now, you will be up about 17-18 pips. Make it risk free and let the rest just run. So let's see with the New York Stock Exchange. You have all the confirmations that you need now. We just need the NYSE to technically give us that clean drop. And this is where you can start scaling in once this alert here goes off as well. There you go. New York Stock Exchange will be your best friend now. Using the 1H highs will be the safest stop loss at the moment. But once you have your NYSE dump, then you can technically use that sort of small SO as well. Yeah, this is it. Let's go. Let's go. Come on, Goldilocks. Come on, break. Wait for it. It's coming. And
Go down, Goldilocks. Go down.
yeah, let's see. Need to just let it break here now, and should be a clean drop downtown. We have the confirmations. Just need this break now with the NYSE momentum. It should give us this Wakefield scenario to the downside. Technically, everything's there now for it to go down, right? Everything is there. There it is. Wait on it. It's trying to break the lows. Wait on it. It's trying to break the lows. There it is. That's the alert going off. He's breaking, wait, retest, lay break. And so again, now the way you want to scale in, also look at your 15-minute time frame. You could use the highs over here as a SL. So wait for it now. Lay give you more confirmations, because right now it's sort of like retesting it. So lay give you like a clean breakout, and you can start scaling in with even smaller stop losses on your next bit of positions. Use this area here as a stop loss. So the next stop loss should be essentially this much. Use it as your 15-minute highs. It should be a very tight stop loss in the next bit of positions, right? There you go. And make it risk-free, guys. As soon as it taps this area here, make it risk-free, which is essentially this level here. We know that it can pump up from here very easily. So wait for it to start breaking the low. Start scaling in with your small entries as well, with very tight stop losses on your next entries. First entry is very big. Stop loss above your 1H highs, right? But now next bit of entries can have very tight stop losses, right? But you do want to wait for it to set up, lay a break, start trading below this. You can start scaling in with more entries, and your next stop loss will be above this level here, because then it has no business breaking above this. Until then, you technically need to use your 1H stop loss, right? Otherwise it's going to be too impulsive for you to take a small stop loss now. But yeah, there you go. All the confirmations are technically there now. And you have also sort of seen the retest down here. Now it just needs to give you upper wick, break the lows, and then whatever the upper wick is will be the most impulsive stop loss, and the safest stop loss obviously will be above the highs over here. So let's just let it set up, and then I'm going to start scaling in with more entries, and again make it risk-free down here. This level here is where you technically want to start making it risk-free, right? Because your previous 4H lows as well. It's gonna go past that 50% level on your thingy, like your profits, right? Yeah, start making it risk-free here, this level here. And I will let you guys know when I take my second and my third entry as well. Potentially looking for 3 entries on this, if possible, right? But you need to wait for it to give you more confirmations, and then we'll start making everything risk-free. But you do need to wait for that sort of next confirmation, because there is a New York Stock Exchange open. It can very, very easily give you that pump now. So you want to sort of stick with your impulsive plays with just one entry taken on the break of 1H lows, using the 1H as a stop loss. But again, technically, you know, it can very easily reject this level, because again, it's the New York Stock Exchange open. So rest of the entries for us will be below these lows over here. So wait for it to set up before you scale in with the rest of your entries. Below this, you can technically look for 3-4 entries, but it has to be below this. Until then, it can very easily start pumping back up. So wait for your setup to show up. Until then, use your 1H as a stop loss, which is all the way up here. And then technically, you can start scaling in with more entries down there. Impulsive leg down now is what I need. If we can get maybe even a 5-minute confirmation once the upper wick is done, because with New York Stock Exchange open, right, we technically should see a retest of this resistance here, but it should not go past the 1H highs. If it does, then I'm going to come out of this position. If it starts to go past the 1H highs, then I'm going to wait for it again, because at this point it has no business going past it like 7-8 pips, right? So I'm going to give it a little bit more room to breathe. But if it starts to go past that 50%, I'm going to come out of it and I'm going to wait for the rest of my entries. But let's see what it does here now. If it gives you a nasty rejection from here, maybe based off the 5-minute, I'm going to look for an entry. So if the next 5-minute breaks the lows here and it rejects from here, I'm going to look for another entry. But until then, guys, dynamic risk is your best friend. And if it starts to pump past that 50% level, I'm coming out of it. Because this resistance here should be respected for us. And this is where we're looking for more scaling positions. But it needs to reject to the downside now. Nasty rejection from this area here. Not go past this stop loss of mine. Let's see. Okay, rejecting. On the break of this, I'm going to give it a go with maybe another entry. I'm going to put alert here, but let's wait for it to set up. Nothing yet. This is the impulsive leg up. Your first entry is still protected above the 1H, and this is where I'm looking to scale in, but wait for it to set up. Because now technically you need a nasty rejection. What they've done is they've given you a break above the previous 15-minute highs, and now this is where they need to give you a nasty rejection back down, and there it is, guys. But wait for it to set up. So technically another 3 minutes, we need this to close bearish and next one to start selling off. And your upper wick is done, your stop loss is still protected above the 1H highs, and let's see what it does. So potentially what you could do is, if this closes a rejection candle, one entry can be also taken here and then your last entry could be taken on the break of the structural lows. So you see this way now, there it is, there it is, there it is, there it is. But wait for it to close, don't take it just yet, because they could just give you a pullback and start pumping up. You still have your first entry running. Wait for that next entry, wait for it, wait for it. Don't be too impulsive. Wait for a close on this, nice clean bearish close, and then you can start taking it. Because you have the confirmation, just need a little confirmation for the entry. Or lovely stuff. Man, it was so close to my SO. Look how close it was to my SO. Literally went up there, almost tapped it. But yeah, that's why I used the 1H as the SO. So let's see now. I'm gonna look to scale in once it gives me a bit more confirmation here. If we can get a breather candle here, that would be lovely, or like a resistance candle, either a breather candle or a resistance candle. But until then, I'm not scaling in with any more risk. But hopefully we can get nice clean confirmation position from our pay, and that's going to give you even a tighter stop loss, because now your second position should be somewhere around here, stop loss up there, and now look at the R2R on this position. So it's technically the same trade, but you're waiting for a pullback and you're scaling in with dynamic risk, and this is where it's rejecting now. 2 more minutes left, guys. 2 more minutes left. 2 more minutes left. I'm going to look for a scaling position in the next 2 minutes. NYSE has given you that sort of pump, which it always does, and now the next candle needs to technically give us that dump. So let's wait for it. But wait for the next 2 minutes. Don't be too impulsive here. There it is. There it is. There it is. There is that drop. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. One more minute left. 1 more minute left before we get the next sort of entry. Essentially 1 more minute left. And now we need this candle here to technically close below this area, right? Not above it. If it does start to close above this area, then technically this is becoming a rejection candle. So we need it to close bearish, right? It needs to close below this 50% level. Next one needs to break the lows, and it should be a clean entry. Another clean entry down here. Stop loss has to still be up here using the 1H highs, because any impulsive stop losses here will be very dangerous in my opinion. They will be very dangerous. Okay, this is it now. We need a break below this for the second entry. For me personally, I'm looking for an entry here on the break below this. If you want to take the safest entry, you can wait for the structure lows to get violated. It's really up to you, right? I'm looking for that second entry on the break of this. Come on, gold. Break, 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 break. That's it. Break, 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 break. My bad. Let me move this down a little bit just here. Now the second entry. Again, safest stop loss will be up there. If you want to use an impulsive stop loss, be my guest, but I'm using the safest stop losses possible, because otherwise you're going to get taken out within this range if you use impulsive stop losses. But again, guys, this is not financial advice. Do as you like. For me personally, I'm trying to be as safe as possible today. My first position is still holding at the moment, and once it starts to give me more of a confirmation, that's when I'm going to start adding second, third, fourth entry, how many ever entries I can for the day, right? As long as I don't exceed my loss limit. So let's see. It will be the same, essentially, the area above the structure highs, couple pips above the structure highs to stay safe. Make sure you place your stop loss at least 4 or 5 pips above the structure highs always. So if it's the 1 hour highs, it's 5 pips above the 1 hour highs, or like if now the structure highs will technically be your 5 minute, right? So make sure 5 pips above. But wait for it to set up before anything. At the moment, you can't take any more positions. So again, dynamic risk is your best friend. Start adding risk onto this trade once it goes your way. Until then, stay out of it. So again, if I can quickly just demonstrate dynamic risk, this is how it works. This is where magic keys comes in handy, right? You chop your risk down into little different entries. This way it allows you to take an entry whenever the possibility is there, right? So let's say you go 3% for the day. You chop it down into maybe like 4 entries or 3 entries, whatever you're comfortable with, right? Some people are comfortable with 2 entries, so you chop it down into 2 1.5% entries. So that's why we have multiple entries. It doesn't mean we're taking like 3% entries. Oh, there it is, there it is, there it is. And there is that break, 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 break. Let's go. Come on, come on, come on, come on. There it is. Lay break, 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 break. And your 1-to-1s will be just here. And let's see what happens, guys. Wait for it. Break, 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 break. Come on, come on, gold. Break, break, break. Lay break, 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 break this level. And then second entry should be perfect. Again, use the dynamic risk approach when you take entries. I didn't get a chance to explain it in time because my trade might be setting up here, but yeah. Let's see, if it rejects, then I'll explain it again. But if it doesn't reject, then I need to focus it. It's about to break, 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 break. Let's see. Come on, gold, give us that break. Break, 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 break. Come on, break, break. It's playing games at the moment. I need a clean break below this, honestly. Come on, Goldie. Break, break, break. Okay, anyway, I'll come back to it when it starts to come down. So basically what I was saying was, guys, so how dynamic risk works is, right, you diversify your risk into different entries, right? So imagine, as an example, right, this trade now goes against me and I get taken out. I will still have 3 entries left in the tank. But imagine now I take, a lot of the times, like, this is how these streamers trade, right? They take one massive entry, 60-70 pip SO, and then they secure 10-20 pips. But we don't have that approach. We have a different approach. So we know that is a game of probabilities, right? So I'm like, rather than risking everything on this one position, if this gets taken out, I'm done for the day. Why would I not chop it down? So like, imagine I've got my first entry running from here, and if this gets taken out, that's completely fine. It's part of the game, right? But now when this starts to go my way, as in like it gives me more of a confirmation here, I can start scaling in. So if I have 3% risk, and let's say I risk 1% per entry, I can have 1% risk running here. I can have another 1% risk running here, and I can have another 1% entry on the break again. It's still 3% risk, right? But it's just I'm chopping it down into different entries. That's all it is, guys. Like, that's the only difference between us and the other streamers, right? That's the only difference. Because now imagine I've got 3% risk running on this. That's so much pressure, man. My hands would be sweaty. Because the minute this takes me out, I'm done for the day. So I know I've only got that one opportunity to make it work. Whereas if I just, look at that. If I just diversify into 3-4 different opportunities, that's where the magic happens. Let's go, gold. Break, 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 break. Come on, break it, break it, break it. Come on, Goldie. Break it, break it, break it. Break it, break it, break it. Break it, break it, break it. It's attempting to break it. Let's just wait for it to kind of like give you a clean break below this. Because like we have the breather candle now, the pullback candle, the classic breather candle. We just need a break below for a retest down here. This is essentially, once you see a clean break below this, that's when it should start really playing out nicely. So we need a break below this now for a scale in. Until then, it's still an open sort of like confirmation trade. We need a bit more confirmation below this. Otherwise, it's still a bit tricky with the New York Stock Exchange. They can take the price all the way back up because technically you're still trading within this range, right? So at the moment, anything is a possibility. So you sort of do need that nasty rejection and break below. And we've seen this happen so many times, right? It gives you a break back above, causing a clean fake out structure. You see, this is causing a fake out now. So this is where we need that next bit of confirmation, which should be below this to enter. And again, let me know if you guys want me to give you different ideas on how you can use dynamic risk. Let me know in the chat. While this, sets up, I can give you some ideas. Because look, at the end of the day, right, another beauty of dynamic risk is, let me give you an example. Like, let's say now, whatever high this candle gives me, if that's my stop loss now for the next entry, look at that, look at the R2R on this. Like, technically I could still have 1-to-1 R2R in my first position, but the second one gives me 1-to-2 R2R or 1-to-3 R2R. So do you guys see how it works? That's why dynamic risk is your best friend when you're trading the financial markets, guys. So let's go. Just need that next confirmation, and I'm gonna be a happy man. Come on, Goldie, let's go. Give us that break. Give us that break. This is the area I want to see gold slicing through, and then it should come down to the lows, giving us that wick fill. And the minute we start to slice through this level here, it should be a clean area. The next area where we make a risk-free essentially should get retested. So it should be a risk-free trade by then basically. So let's go. Everyone knows the positions now. Just wait for it to set up. Don't be impulsive. Use your own charts to enter the markets. Don't use my charts, because there will be that sort of, you know, obviously gap within the streams, and you know, use your own charts. Don't use my charts. You guys should know the setups and use your own charts to take those calculated positions. Again, calculated positions, the keyword calculated positions. Use your own charts. If you use my charts, you will get taken out right, left and center, and it is about to set up now. Ooh, damn, it's dropping now. Come on, a little bit more. Give us that break below the structure lows. Come on, gold, a little bit more. Man, the minute it clears the structure lows now, it's just gonna start sinking. Come on, Goldie. Structure lows need to get violated at this point. And also, let's look at the 30 minutes, right? Yeah, look at that, it's rejecting again. We needed to flip bearish. We needed to break its own lows, and I think I'll have last entry running on the break of the lows, guys. Yeah, that's how I'm going to play it. I'm going to play safe below the range. I'm going to have last entry running, so potentially 3 entries if I can, but let's wait for it. Again, if you're taking trades with us, make sure you sort of like mark out the scenarios and then you use your own charts to take them. Don't use my charts, because the prices are different. So you might enter and I might not have entered the markets because of the prices. So use your own charts to analyze the markets, and also take trades. Unless you're in our signal group, then you can use our prices. On the streams is a bit dangerous, because imagine you enter now and I haven't entered, you're going to get taken out. So make sure you guys are super careful when it comes to that as well. Let's wait for this now. Oh, I can feel it, like this one's just going to drop so heavy below this. It's just going to sink straight to the moon. I mean, straight to the previous daily lows. Not straight to the moon, my bad. We don't want that. Oh, there it is. Let's go. Keep dropping. Don't come back up anymore, gold. Keep dropping. There it is. Come on, keep dropping. Let's go, gold. Little bit more. Let's break the structure lows. Let's break the structure lows. Yeah, it needs to break these structure lows. It needs to cause a fake out from here now, and it should be a clean drop to the downside. Very clean drop. There it is. Come on, a little bit more gold, a little bit more. Where is your previous daily lows, by the way? 1968.01. Oh, there it is. It's about to drop. 1968.01. Okay, both of your entries should technically start becoming profitable now. And there it is. It just needs to give us that next leg of like, yes, there it is. Come on, gold. Down. We're gonna make a risk-free, guys, just down here. As soon as this area here starts to get retested, because they can reject from there, so you want to start making it risk-free. You're gonna have 2 positions, right, running into profit, so you'll be up around 40 pips technically. So you want to make a risk-free here. Let's go, gold. One more break. Both positions should be technically in profits now. What brokers are you guys using? Oh, there it is. I'll answer that question in a bit, guys. Let me just see if I can make a risk-free SAP. But yeah. Oh, there it is. Let's go. Come on. A little bit more gold. Little bit more. That one hit stop loss was beautiful. Tell me, guys, that stop loss was not beautiful. There it is. Okay, come on, a little bit more. It's about to retest that area where we're gonna start making it risk-free, and you wanna start securing. Ooh, there it is. Come on, gold. A little bit more. New York Stock Exchange can do it for us, but I know technically you can still reject from here, so you want to be extra bit careful now. So there we go. That's the play we were waiting for. Next area, we want to make a risk-free here. We can see this is where you want to make a risk-free technically. Oh, there it is. There it is. Let's go, guys. Drop some W's in the chat. Start making your trades risk-free around this area here, because you can see it can cause the biggest rejections, and let the rest run if you can down to the daily lows, or apply some sort of risk management. If it comes back to your entry, just close 50%, apply some sort of risk management, and let the rest just run now down to your previous daily lows, or technically your current daily lows, right? But let's see how it plays out now. If you have any runners, make sure you do take some risk off the runners, right? That's the whole point with this way of trading, right? But yeah, let your trades play out. Let your trades play out. You have all the confirmations. Let them play out. And yeah, let's see what happens. Damn, you see that? You see that clean dump? Very nice drop. Very, very nice drop. And I think you can go down to the previous daily lows. That's going to be like my main TP for the day, which is essentially this area. Once they start breaking the daily lows, they're going to give you at least 1968.01-ish area. So how many pips is that? That's like a lot of pips. Again, you want to play safe here now. You do want to play safe here because you're technically still within this range. But let's see. Let's see what they do next. Come on, gold. Let's go, let's go, let's go, let's go. A little bit more. There it is. There it is. There it is. There it is. Let's go. A little bit more, Goldie. Little bit more. Let's go. Let's go. Look at that drop, guys. Look at that drop. Oh, wow. Tell me that scaling position was not beautiful. Tell me the stop losses were not amazing. Drop some W's in the chat, guys. Drop some W's in the chat. Look at this. Gave you guys 3 positions. All should be running deep in profits now. You do want to secure something, but also let at least one of your positions run. Don't be too what's it called, the word, don't be too like stingy with your positions either. Like let some of them run. Take one out maybe, but let some of them run, guys. Don't be too like conservative with your positions now. Ooh, let's go. Look at this push. Oh boy. Oh boy. What a nice clean move, man. What a nice clean move. Wow.
Money Monday.
Money Monday. Yes, yes, ma'am. I was about to say yes, sir again. I have to be careful. Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. And this is just the first position. I think we can have another position setting up as well for sure. Wow, wow, wow. Let's see if we can get some crazy runners today, man. I can really see it happening. Like some crazy runners today. Let's go, gold. Give us a crazy runner. Let's go. Another breakout. Come on, gold. Give us a crazy runner today. Give us a crazy runner. Because technically I do want to be very safe here. And again, I do recommend everyone is staying as safe as possible. But if we can get this crazy runner here, oh boy, it's going to pay you. It's going to pay you big today. Let's go, gold. Come on, a little bit more, little bit more, little bit more. There it is. There it is. You got your previous 4H lows just down there as well. So you do want to be careful around here since it can always cause that double bottom scenario from down here. But if it does break, oh boy. Oh boy. At that point, it's going to be so nice, honestly. There it is. Again, if you can take some profits, take some risk off, and again we will look for another opportunity, right? So but again guys, if you have like couple positions running on it, how it works is you secure maybe 1 or 2 and you just let one run. That's the beauty of dynamic risk, right? So imagine you've got like the top side position because it's secured 1 to 2, you just close it, and then the downside position you just let it run until like it gives you another 1 to 2. So we can go into dynamic risk even more, but do you guys see how we approach the markets now, right? Let me know in the chat if that makes sense. But obviously we can do like a webinar on something on dynamic risk, and most definitely we can go over everything. But yeah, this is just like a little basic introduction to dynamic risk. But this way, look, you don't have that stress on your head. Imagine if you had like one crazy position running. Man, I would be bricking it technically, right? I would really be bricking it because I'm like, oh, if this goes against me, that's it, I'm done for the day. It has to be perfect. It has to be perfect. So I would also hesitate not taking positions if that was the issue, right? So you have to be very careful. But at the same time, I think I can see gold now giving us something. Yeah, look, everything is clean. 1H is clean, right? Yeah, everything's clean now. Yeah, everything looks clean. Everything looks clean now. Let's see if we can get a runner. Let's see if we can get a runner now. Come on, gold, give us that runner. Give us that runner. Come on, a little bit more. A little bit more to the downside. And guys, please tell me how beautiful that 1 hour
Give us
stop
a
loss
drop.
was. Let's go, gold. One crazy drop. Let's go, let's go, let's go, let's go. One crazy drop is all I want, honestly. And I'm gonna come out of this so quickly, man. Just one last drop I want out of my runner, and then I'm gonna come out of it and look for something else after. But I just want that crazy runner today, you know. We have the confirmations, we have everything now, everything. Secure some profits is also, you know, you can let your last position run, and you can keep your SO open if you can take some risk off that last position. This way your stop loss doesn't get taken out at break even. But it's up to you. Move it to break even if you want. It's really up to you. If you want to keep it open, take some risk off. But everyone should have either taken some risk off here or closed some profits or done something. That's the beauty of dynamic risk. Your first position was here, second one was all the way up here, and so that's the beauty of dynamic risk. But still do recommend that you let it run though, if you can. Everything is there, like everything is there in the equation for it to drop, right?
Yeah, bro, everything's there. We need to retest even the previous daily 50%.
Exactly.
It's gonna be a good target for today.
Yeah.
For the runner.
Exactly. Because you have a lot of room to the downside. Yeah, really
And
do.
queen traffic too.
Ooh, there it is, bro. Is rejecting. We might get a big runner today, honestly. I can see it. Might have a big runner here. Come on, gold. Yes, there it is, guys. There it is. Let's go. Start securing some more profits. That's that runner. Come on, gold. A little bit more. But yeah, at this point, guys, make it risk-free. Like, literally, let the rest just run. Honestly, even like your runner positions, just make them risk-free and let them just run. But again, this is not financial advice. If you're in our team, then we can give you those like tips. But other than that, obviously, everyone's got their own way of managing risk. Do whatever you think is best for you. Because it can always reject. Remember, it can always reject. Always remember that, guys. It can always reject. And another thing that you want to remember is that you can always scale back in. These are the two things that you need to remember as a trader. One thing is that it can always reject, and another thing is that you can always scale back in. As long as you remember these two things, it will keep you humble. And okay, now, so is there any more opportunities to the downside? I think on the break of this now, oof, ooh, let's go. Oh, let's go. Look at that drop. Let's go.
Damn.
Let's go. Drop some W's in the chat, guys. Drop some W's in the chat. Let's go. Look at that drop. Sinking, bro. Oof, it's sinking. Oh, Lord. This is sinking, man. Just how we anticipated it to. Let's go. Look at it just sink. Look at that 1HSO. Beautiful play in the markets, honestly. So beautiful. Wow. So nice. Oof. Let's go. What a crazy position, man. Wow. Drop some W's in the chat, guys. Drop some W's. Drop a like on the stream. We've got another trade coming up, but look at this.
Yeah, bro, and very clean traffic to the left, bro.
Yeah, man. Oof. Oh boy, let's go. Holy drop. Let's go.
Man, that thing's still thinking like Titanic, man.
Damn, this turning into a Titanic, honestly. This honestly
Yeah.
turning into a Titanic. Holy drop. Nasty. Secure your profits. BE runners at BE now. Damn. What a drop this was. Holy.
Very nice play.
Very nice play, guys. Very nice play. Yeah. That's your TP's hit, guys. Oof. Let's go.
There's the potential, bro.
It still has crazy potential to the downside. I can see it myself. Yeah. But one thing though, because it's sort of free testing the lows now, they could also give you a rejection. So I think some more confirmation is needed now. I think it has crazy potential to the downside, man. It really does.
Probably a break below the
Yeah, man. It's
4 hour.
crazy.
A good break below previous 4 hour.
It's gonna just keep dropping now, man. Oof. Let's see what this
is a very, very good trade.
Yeah, I'm just gonna let these runners run now. Let's see what we can do with these runners. I'm gonna just let them run now, guys. But damn. Because if it pumps back up, it's gonna take me out. Otherwise, I'm gonna just let these runners run now. Basically, look at that. What a crazy play. See, the thing is, it was such an impulsive dump as well. Honestly, yeah, I'm just gonna leave it now. Let these runners just do whatever they want to do. Technically, right?
Risk free, guys. Risk free.
Secure some profits. Let the rest just run at this point. Wow. Oof.
Yeah.
Ooh.
It's still going.
Today gonna have some fun, bro.
Oh boy, let's go. Damn, man. Holy. I think I'm gonna take one position out here and let just one run now. Yeah, I'm gonna come off one position here and just one run. Yeah, I'm gonna secure one more position here, guys. Just let one run now. But damn, what a crazy play, right? Wow. Holy smokes. Yeah, let's just one run at this point. Come out for one. Let this one just run, secure some more profit. Wow. Leave one runner, just let it do its thing now. Wow. Beautiful. How many pips did we catch on this? Altogether, we caught a lot of pips, man, didn't we? I think it was more than 50 pips, no? Oh, my runner's gonna get taken out at this point. This is what you call Money Mondays, guys. Money Mondays. Drop a like, guys. We're gonna look for maybe one more opportunity. Damn, ball is just sinking, man. Holy. This might be a big runner at this point if they give you like a 4H breakout at this point, honestly. Yeah, might be a big runner, man. Might be a big runner.
The clean traffic is there, bro.
Oof. Yeah, 100%, bro.
Very, very clean candles.
And look at that, guys. 100% transparency. Showing you our MetaTrader 5, showing you every single thing. It's not just taken on the trading view and positive R2R trades. Not just like anything, right? 100% transparency here, guys. 100% transparency. Wow.
Are we in?
Information's back in the building.
This guy.
Information is back in the building. Guys, drop a like. We got 35, almost at 40 people watching. Let's hit 30 likes. Come on. We're gonna look for more positions, but let's hit some likes. Let's hit some likes now. Crazy drop, man. Crazy drop. And I know this runner can also just dump, honestly. Should we just call it 50 pips for the first position?
Bro, I think was like with this runner.
Let's just call it 50 pips for the first position. It was a sell position plus 50 pips.
Yeah, it was 50.
There it is, guys. Plus 50 pips. What a way to start Monday. Oh, this runner is going to get taken out now, isn't it? Oh, it's very close. Is it going to survive? Well, I'm essentially looking for one more position now. But it has to be once we have some more confirmation. I think I'm going to redo my analysis as well after this. But guys, we're going to do our analysis and give out another trade if we hit 30 likes. So here, hit 30 likes. Emotional blackmailing at its finest. What a nasty
only on 60 likes so far.
What a nasty drop that was though. Very nice. Very nice. Did you guys see how beautiful that stop loss is? Well, the 1H stop loss. So nice. Just perfection, wasn't it? Okay, I think my runner is going to get taken out at this point, and we're going to redo our analysis and see what we can look for after this now. Because yeah, I think they got runners being taken out at this point, guys. I've got nothing running. Very nice, successful trade. So we're going to redo our analysis now. Oh, emails of all my accounts being closed. Okay, so at this point, let's redo our analysis, right? See what we can look for. The runners being taken out. Let's redo everything. So again, for the 4H now, right? Look at this, right? What business does he have breaking back above this level? He has no business, right? So technically, until the 4H gives us that confirmation, we're still quite bearish, right? And so this is where now 4H is your best friend. It needs to give you that next bit of confirmation, which is essentially going to be up here, because your intraday as well as your 4H range is pretty much the same, right? So this is the level that we want to look at, which is your 76.11. Make sure, guys, the positions that you took with us, tag us on your Insta stories as well. Holy, gold is pumping up now. Yeah, look at that fake out. Oof, above this is going to start pumping up now, isn't it? But technically what I'm looking for is, I'm looking for some sort of confirmation above this area, because I don't want to get faked out, right? So this is where now you can essentially get a fake out from the lows. It's respecting, again, this area. So this is where your HTF range scenario can start to make sense, right? Look at that, your daily is also flipping bullish once again now. Where are your daily highs as well as your daily lows? Let's mark it out. Daily highs all the way up there, daily lows all the way down here. So what's the next position that we can look for? It will be a breakout trade to the top side. Gold pumping to the top side will be the next position that we take. But we need some sort of a confirmation. This is where your 4H is again respecting the lows, and it's closing above the 50% of the previous 4H, right? Which is a super important level for us. Keep that in your mind, guys. So if A now closes above this level, the job of this candle here is to give us a retest of the previous 4H, and technically from there we can expect some sort of a breakout. Until then, this area here is a key level for us. It's a key level for us now. We need to see what sort of reaction we get at this level here. So this is where you got these technically these resistance levels on the 15 minutes as well as your 30 minutes, right? So I think the safest position to the top side will be if we can get a close above this. Until then, we're still technically quite bearish, right? So until we close above this, gold is still bearish, in my opinion. We need a close above this, and then from there you've obviously got the next sort of area that you can aim for. Lovely position, my bro. Appreciate that, Uber. Appreciate that. Pool kit, www. Everyone's saying W's. Thank you, guys. Thank you. Very nice session. Amazing session so far.
Very nice, bro.
Nice way to start Monday, right? Very nice way to start Monday.
That's the Ash affirmations, bro. Taking effect.
Came in for those entries. They all came in for those entries, and they took them and they made some money. So let's see if we can technically get the second trade in, but yeah, it has to be a confirmation above this. Otherwise now, your previous 4H being your also daily lows, right? If it breaks below this, then obviously, guys, we've got the target to the downside, which is the 50% level on the previous daily, right? It's all the way down here. Like, we almost tapped into it, didn't we? Almost tapped into it. Monique, how was it? The trades?
Yeah, no, I opened up a couple of positions, so I took my profits and I let one run, but then I stopped at break even, so I didn't lose anything today. So
Nice.
I'm happy.
Nice.
That was a really nice play.
Nice. Yeah, that's how it should be done. You basically open up dynamic risk positions. So some positions you're securing, some positions you're letting them run. This way you can basically secure your, whatever percentage you want to secure for the day, and yeah, let one just run. And if it plays out big, it pays you big.
It's liquidity grab, bro.
And the best thing about it, yeah, bro, it's gonna drop now after this. Honestly, the best thing about dynamic risk is that you can take multiple positions at multiple, price points, right? So, oof, look at that. Still respecting the structure highs up here as well. But yeah, man. Let's see if they give us that next bit of leg down now. Whoosh came back and TP got smashed. Haha, gold is nuts. That's gold for you, man. But below this now, technically, you've got this whole range, to be honest with you guys. Below this is just such a nice range to the downside, isn't it? Very nice range. So what can we look for? I think what we need to see is either a support forming here and a close back above for your essentially buy positions, or it needs to be again a clean breakout below this. Then you should be aiming for this next sort of area. So how are you guys dealing with the emotions when you guys are in these trades? Like, when gold is such a volatile pair.
Well, I'm not gonna lie, like when it was busy pulling back, I kind of got anxious and nervous. I guess that's normal, but I just tried to keep calm and just trust,
The analysis.
the exactly. But that's normal. And then also the thing is, when you're busy seeing the candlesticks are like pulling back and you get anxious and nervous, do not exit your trade. Like, trust your analysis and stay in it. And because you've applied your correct risk management, you should just be chilling,
Exactly.
So yeah.
Exactly.
Stay in it. Even though you get anxious and nervous, stay in. Do not let fear take you out of the trade, and the trade goes into your favor, and then you lose out.
Exactly.
So yeah.
Exactly. Because the thing is, right, guys, like one thing we need to always keep in our mind is that we placed our stop loss at a certain area for a reason. If it was above the 1H highs, then it's there for a reason, right? Because that's the safest area. And so now, until that stop loss gets hit, it was literally like 3-4 pips away from getting hit, my stop loss. It was so close. But because we placed it at a certain area, it never got hit. There was a reason for it. So that's where you just let your trades play out until it hits your stop loss. You don't come out of it. And then, we scaled in with that 5-minute entry. What a killer entry that one was. After the pullback. Yeah. And then from there, just bingo, it just dropped all the way downtown. And so at this point, yeah. You know what is now? They've also given
everyone made their profits.
Oh, 100%. A lot of W's in the chat, and then everyone just left after making profits. I'm off to gym now, guys. Take care, guys. Take it, bro.
Yeah, bro. We have almost 40 people watching, and then 35.
Boom. Everyone made money and then dipped.
Good. They're leaving, so they're gonna miss out on the second trade potentially. So
exactly.
Yeah, they're gonna be running back once they see the results.
Yes, ma'am. What's happening, Moss? Did you take that trade with us?
Yeah, I got my 1:1 and I was out.
Nice. Yeah, bro, as remember we spoke about it. 1-to-1s, just secure them until you've hit like your weekly target, and then you can let them run, But at the start of the week, always secure your 1-to-1s. Secure your weekly targets. And once you've hit your weekly targets, then you let them run. Then who cares? Even if it runs for like 50, 60 pips, 70 pips, 100 pips, who cares? It's like bonus, right? On top of what you've secured.
Yeah. But I'm not gonna lie, hey, when it was going against us the first time, that thing was too close to hitting my stop loss. So I manually adjusted it for like a pip because I saw that the spread was gonna take me out, which is good. But I'll work on that. Yeah.
So the golden rule is because it's gonna drop now, man. It's gonna drop now. Look at that 5-minute confirmation there. 15-minute breather candle result at this point, Thinking about this 15-minute breather candle. But what's the range? That's the issue, right? This area here can cause a clean rejection. How many pips has the daily moved altogether now? Altogether it's moved about approximately about 120 pips. So if it was a 200 pip, let's say if it was just to drop, 200 pips daily bearish candle, and that's the thing, right? It looks super bearish as well. It looks like it's going to cause that fake out and go down to the previous daily lows, and we have this clean range, but the only issue is this rejection area that we're going to retest. So if we can get maybe a position in here, and then technically if we can get like a close below this area here, it's just going to be such a clean drop on gold, isn't it? But because of this area, it can technically become a retest and pump back up, and it's an open candle as of yet, right? And I think it will be worth waiting for this area to see how it reacts at this level here.
Yeah,
and then from there,
right?
Yeah. So most exactly, so one golden rule that we have with gold is that wherever the stop loss is, let's say if it's above 1H highs, you place it 5-6 pips above. This way you don't get wicked out. So wicked out means that your position is still valid, but because of like the spreads and everything, it took you out and then it went your way. So always place stop loss 5-6 pips above wherever your initial stop loss was. Nuno, did you also give this out in the Discord, right?
I just give the first position out, bro. It was a B he trade
Okay.
for the Signal members.
Okay. Not the second entry.
No, not the second entry.
Okay.
Because, yeah, bro, it was too fast, man.
Too fast. We'll be looking for one more opportunity here, hopefully. Guys, make sure you are in our Discord. A lot of stuff coming up in our Discord as well, so make sure you're in the Discord. The link is in the description. What about Ash? Ash, did you take this? Maybe she's working.
Yeah, I see she's connecting to audio. I think she's trying to. The microphone's trying to connect.
Sorry, guys. No,
Not the microphone.
today, but amazing way to start the week. But no, I'm not really taking anything today. Just
Not even a paper trade, right? You're just watching.
I took the first small position, but I was in and out because I was kind of busy on the side. So
Okay. Makes sense. The thing is, gold has so much room to the downside, right? But I can also see this double bottom scenario setting up. They give you a break below, retest this daily 50% and start shooting back up. So I'm going to stay off any sell positions because I want to see if it's a breakout or if it's a fake out. That's what I'm interested in next.
I'll be right back, bro. Give me a second.
All right. But yeah, you see, Monique, that's what trading is about. It's about like controlling your emotions. I don't.
Where do you see this double bottom? Can you show me?
Your mic, Monique. Your mic is still very like. Try to listen to yourself on the YouTube. You'll see what we're talking about. I think there's an issue either with your connection or something. Can't understand anything that you're saying.
Saying like, where do you see the double bottom? Can you show her?
Oh, double bottom. Okay. So look at this, one of our scenarios now. We're going to show you now the double bottom scenario, right? Look at this. Let's just basically use one of our old examples. We actually have some playbook setups here. So 4H double top, 4H double bottom. Let's open this up. So look at this, right? This is usually how the 4H double bottom starts. So you've got the 4H time frame and then you've also got the 1H time frame, right? So look at this, right? Where it done on the 4H was, it broke the lows. Can you see it? So this is your 4H candle, by the way. Let me try and annotate this. So this is exactly what we're anticipating. Look at that. It broke below, but just a slight break below, not like a crazy break below. And then from there, it pumped all the way back up, breaking the highs, causing a double bottom fake out. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
So it means that either we're gonna break below the lows and it's gonna be a clean breakout, or it's gonna be a clean fake out. It's gonna break below, trick people, and then start pumping in the opposite direction. Because trading is basically pretty much like trying to stay safe for as long as possible. Because like this is the whole game, right? They want to trick you and they want to turn you into part of the 95%. So imagine now, if they break below this, right? And then from there, they give you a nice clean 30-minute confirmation, closing back up. We're gonna take it all the way back up at that point. Because then two things are happening. Your daily is giving you a bottom wick, a sustainable. Remember I said there's going to be either an impulsive upper wick or a sustainable upper wick. Same thing applies for the bottom wick, either a sustainable bottom wick or an impulsive bottom wick. So once we have that bottom wick and he's given us this retest of our key level, then if we can align it with the 4H double bottom, it gives us a very high probability trade to the top side. That's what it is basically. So obviously we've taken the sell positions now. Because the way we managed our positions made them risk-free, the runners got taken out. But you can see gold is still dropping a lot. But look, even the way they've dropped the price now, they brought the price back up because if let's say you had any open stop losses, they want to take you out again. You see how they brought it back up? They took everyone out and now they're giving you a drop again. That's how they trade the market. It's very much like spiky, up and down, up and down. Their job is to like take out as much liquidity as possible and then give you that actual clean move.
Yeah, manipulation.
Say that again, sorry?
It's manipulation and then distribution.
Exactly, market manipulation. Your mic is perfect now as well.
Good, that's good. No, it's like I need to like exit and then log back in again. So I don't know what the issue is. If it does the same thing again tomorrow, I think I'm gonna send it like return it back.
Okay. No,
yeah,
now it's
and then
completely fine. Now it's perfect.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's good.
The camera's really good as well. Camera's really good as well.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Okay, good.
Yeah.
I'll keep the camera, and then when I go to the office this weekend, then I'll bring your camera along.
Yeah, no worries.
And I give you your camera. Yeah.
You can keep it if you like, to be honest. I don't need it. You can keep it if you want. Maybe
I mean,
when you
it
have like
doesn't.
a Windows
When I
laptop,
upgrade. When I upgrade. Yeah, all right. Thank you then. Thanks for that.
No worries.
When I upgrade, I'll definitely use that one.
100%.
And
Yeah, look at
compare
this
the
now.
quality.
Look at this drop now. It's dropping so nicely. See, it's playing out exactly how we anticipated it to. We just need to see what it does below this now, you know? Look at that.
Yeah.
Because either we're going to get breakout or we're going to get fake out. If we get fake out from here, it's going to be lovely move back up to the top side. It's going to be so nice. You see this, Nuno?
Yeah, for sure.
It's going to be a fun play back up to the top side. The sells were nice though. The sells were super nice. I can't lie. And this is where they're giving you the breakout below the 4H lows. I was showing them the playbook, bro. How the fake outs.
Oh, okay.
The double bottom fake out. Look at that. So this
It's
is
on the 4 hour, right?
Yeah, this is the 4H and this is the 1H. On the 1H, it gives you a pump, pull back, and pump. You can always expect that pullback as well in the 1H. And yeah, everyone who's in the private group will be given access to this playbook. And we're gonna update this as much as we can. This is basically
it's
some
not
of your this is not updated
done yet.
Yeah, it's not done yet. But yeah, thank you Nuno so much for this, bro. This is great.
It's too many scenarios, bro.
Yeah. So we were another half an hour left before the YouTube stream comes to an end, and we will be going. We will be staying live another hour just for the private members, trying to catch maybe another position if possible. But yeah, let's see if they want to give you a breakout now or like a clean fake out. Even on the 1H, look at that again, sort of just tricking everyone, and then taking out all the orders, and then now again dropping the price. This was market manipulation at its finest. It doesn't like make sense. Why would they bring the price back all the way back up? Why? And then close the markets back below. This is where I was interested in a sell position again on the break of this candle, but at the same time, because of this area here, it's tricky. It's very tricky, because then even if you use this as a SL, the 1-to-1's a little bit too big in my opinion. Yeah, something like that.
Yeah, and it's kind of dangerous because we're approaching the daily 50%.
Exactly.
Risk reward will not.
It doesn't make sense. Yeah, it's worth staying out of this, to be honest, rather than taking this.
Because we might take this trade, it runs like for 10 pips and came up to our entry. It's not like.
Exactly, it's not worth it. It doesn't make sense. 100%. Whereas now, if this candle can close bullish, if we can get a close back above this range here that we've just left from this area, it's coming all the way back up. It really is coming all the way back up. Because now what you can do is, look, this is where you've got another key level that you can mark up, which is the current 4H level. Let me show you guys. So obviously these will be the lows on your 4H now, right? And you've got the highs all the way up here at this point. So you've got the mid-range even on your open 4H candles. So if it starts to now reject, it needs to give you a confirmation above this, right? Above this area. And then if it gives you a confirmation above this area, that's when you can really start looking for that buy position once again. So this is your 73.69 level, which is the 4H 50%, which is the open 4H candle. So look at that double bottom forming. Man, look at that. If it breaks above this, is a clean fake out structure on the 15 minutes. You guys see it, right?
Yeah.
I'm liking
So
this
clean.
position. It's so clean. I'm liking it. Honestly, I'm liking it. Yeah, I'm gonna give this a go on the break. If the next one breaks the highs, I'm gonna give it a go.
Gonna
So we
be
just
a,
go,
For a buy, right?
yeah, for a buy position.
Or for another sell. Yeah.
Sells could play out as well,
Let's
but
wait for it.
yeah, we need something below this for the sells, you know. Until then, it's dangerous. Oof, look at that rejection. Look at that rejection. So at the moment, this is the support which we sort of are technically trading below. And so next one breaks the highs, I can see it just flying to the moon. Yeah, look at that. Oh, if this flips bullish, see the way they manipulated the markets, broke the highs, took everyone out, broke the lows, took everyone out. That's what we took our profits before it even gave you that rejection. But wow. This is where your target, which we gave out, got hit, which is the 69 target. Remember, we gave this target out, the daily 50%. It's been hit, but wow. Okay, your 30-minute is again rejecting a little bit now.
yeah.
But it's still not a bearish candle, so
Yeah, we need to see how the 15 minutes kind of close.
yeah, at least the next 15 minute needs to close above this area, man, because otherwise it's going to be too impulsive, since this is closing technically bearish. This 15 minute needs to spike up now with a lot of momentum, right? Break above this area. This is where now what you could do is look for one impulsive entry on the break of the 15-minute highs, which is this area here, but just look for one entry, since it can take you out very easily, and wait for this to close, and then on the next 15-minute look for that second entry. Are you guys seeing this?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think I like it. I'm gonna give you a one entry. I'm gonna give you a go with one entry on the break if the alert goes off, but I know it's a very high chance that I can get taken out on this, so I'm just gonna take one small entry and then take another one once it gives me a close above this area, and then that's gonna be a smaller stop loss entry anyway, but it's causing the fake out at the moment, so I do like it, to be honest. It's causing that clean fake out move. It's looking nice.
Let's wait for it. I'm having tea. Can you guys hear me swallow my tea?
So again, your mic is kind of like breaking again, Monique. Oh, you're having your tea. Nice.
Can you guys hear
Oh,
me
look at
swallow?
Moss. Moss is having his tea as well.
Yes.
I need to get my tea as well at this point.
Get your tea. Get your tea.
Get your tea, guys. Get your teas.
I'm having some green tea.
Okay, so usually the fake outs are very aggressive, right? Man, the thing is, right, like this range, if we close back above this range, then it's technically becoming that. Yeah, we've seen this happen so many times. This is something I've seen. do you have the HTF play on the, what's it called? What I'm trying to say is on the playbook, the HTF breakout play, because remember, this is exactly how it sets up. Let me show you guys.
I'm not sure, probably not, bro. Because
But it should
I
be
think
here.
I just do the first ones.
It should be here somewhere, right? HTF. Yeah, this one, bro. It's this one. Look, I'll show you guys this, how it sets up. Look at this, right? Double bottom, and then it pumped all the way back up. It's essentially the same thing we're trading now, and we've got another screenshot of this as well. Look at that. Yeah. Closed back above the range, and then from there just pumped up. So I think that's what we need. We need a nice clean bullish close at least. So I think rather than taking a position on this candle, let's get a confirmation on this candle first and be extra safe. So I'm gonna wait for a close on this candle first and then look for this play. But they're causing the double bottom now. They've also retested the 69 level. It can pump, honestly can. It really can pump here. Ooh. How big the stop loss will be? Let's say if we were to take one impulsive entry on this, the SL will be, it's actually not bad. 30 pips, you have the range. You know what, let's give it a go. One impulsive entry on the break, and then we'll enter once we have a bit more confirmation. What do you guys think? You know?
Yeah. Very nice, but
Nah.
the close is always more safe.
Wait for close. Yeah, wait for close. Because the way it pumped and rejected, wait for the close. Stay out of it. Because the thing is, again, high chance of it selling off from this area. Yeah, stay out of it. Don't want to be greedy here, to be honest.
Because now we're kind of approaching the 4 hour 50%, so
Exactly. From here you can always reverse.
always better to wait a close above.
Yeah, wait for a close above for buyers. Above this area here at least, you know. Then we should be coming up, yeah. And then you want to start sort of seeing what reactions you get here. But if they give you a fake out on the 4H now, then your 4H highs becomes the target, which is essentially all the way up there. But first they need to break their own, it needs to break its own 4H highs, right? The candle that we're trading. But if it does, these are the current 4H highs. This is when the fun begins, right? Once it breaks the current 4H highs, and then it's gonna start pumping to the previous 4H highs. That's when the fun really begins. But yeah, it'll be best to wait for this confirmation, you know, above this area. Remember about the signals as well, you know, don't forget.
Yeah, I know.
Did you take your cold shower today, my brother?
Me?
Yeah.
Yeah, I start with a cold shower and then I put warm, you know, at the end.
I think Monique wants to talk, but her mic is just not letting her, is it?
Yeah, I think probably.
Yeah, this one should be fun. This breakout above.
Because I think it's gonna give us like a confirmation to buy or even sell.
Because it can cause a clean fake out. So if it breaks below this now, then you have a clean sell setup. Below this, you've got clean sell position. So this is where you can have your sell stops in the break of this. You know, sell below. You can say like sell stops, let's say. or you got your buy stops if it gives you that confirmation, or you got your sell stops here. You know, either way it can go. It depends what they want to do. But if they break this now with the next candle, then yeah, you're gonna start seeing a drop for sure. It really depends how they close the price here now. If they do close it above and next one gives you a minimum pullback in a clean pump, this is where you need like an engulfing bullish candle here now on the 15 minutes. And the next one should be able to give you that scaling position back up to the top side.
Why do you guys take cold showers?
Oh,
there
it works.
is.
It works better than coffee. Let's just say that. Have you never tried it?
Man.
Hell no. I like to
Oh.
burn in the shower. I want that water to be on fire.
Oh, try the cold showers, Monique.
Oh no.
You will never
Oh,
go back. You'll forget about
Oh,
your tea.
no.
You'll forget about your coffee.
Oh.
Trust me, it's a spiritual experience taking cold showers.
Oh no.
You feel
But
it in
like,
your
why?
you feel it in your soul. That's how
Yeah.
strong it is.
Your soul left your
Oh,
body,
no.
man.
Oh no. Oh no. Even if it's like a hot day, I still take a hot shower. Like
No,
I
I
can't.
can't take a hot shower on hot days, man.
Yeah, man.
I-
Right.
no.
I can't, guys.
You have to try it. But you know
Yeah,
what,
try it
there's a way.
once.
There's a method. You don't just like, stand under the cold shower. You slowly make it colder. Slowly. And then you have to make sure
It's worse.
Yeah, but you have to just stay under for like 10-20 seconds at the start, and then your aim is to try and up it. Imagine
will be
all
the
the benefits.
longest.
Imagine all the benefits you could be having, Monique, with cold showers.
What
You're
are the
missing out.
benefits?
Oh,
Just waking up.
Nino, go over the list. Go over the list, please.
Oh man, I think it's good for your blood pressure too. Like releases, like you have like a peak of dopamine, you know?
Mhm.
What the hell is
Better.
that?
Dopamine.
Yeah, what is?
She's like, I don't believe in these things.
Let me.
What the hell is dopamine? Sounds like a brand.
I'm gonna explain.
Dopamine
you,
is a brand, by the way.
I'm gonna try
I'm
to
listening.
explain you like when you like eat a chocolate, you know,
Mm.
you like it, right? If you like the chocolate,
Of course.
yeah, that's like your
And
body
then-
releases like the dopamine. That's like a feeling, you know, of dopamine. That's why I liking it.
Okay.
It's a chemical that gets released in your brain. It's a chemical that gets released in your brain, and it makes you feel good. You know,
Yeah.
like
It's a chemical that gets released that
Mm.
makes you feel like you like it.
Yeah, it makes like imagine you do something, right? Every time you do something that makes you feel good is because of that chemical being released in your brain. So maybe give us an example. What is it something that you like to do that makes you feel very happy?
Taking a warm shower.
Oh my god.
I'll give up. Taking a warm shower. Makes sense.
Give up.
Okay.
Right back to the beginning.
Literally. Started from the bottom, now we're back to the bottom.
Yeah.
Oh, makes sense, bro.
It does, I mean, yeah, it makes sense, bro. It makes sense. I think hot water does that, doesn't it? It does. What else, Monique? Like, tell us something else that you maybe like to do other than warm showers. We'll give you an example, right? Maybe like a food that you like to really
When I
eat.
get a dessert, chocolate mousse.
Oh,
I really like chocolate mousse.
yeah. You know,
Or
chocolate.
like the Biscoff ice cream.
Yeah. Chocolate releases chemicals in your brains as well, you know. It does. It really does. Especially dark chocolate is really good for you. Really, really good for you. Dark chocolate.
Yeah, the only reason I like dark chocolate is because it lasts so long. Like I will buy a bar of dark chocolate and that dark chocolate would last the entire month. I left that chocolate for so long. That's
Because
why I like dark chocolate, because you eat it slow because it doesn't taste nice, but you know it's good for you, so you eat it slow and then it lasts long.
it makes sense.
As
It
if
makes
you
sense.
buy like a milk chocolate, that thing will be done in like 10 minutes.
Oh, I agree. I agree. I agree. 100%.
Yeah. So also having dark chocolate like saves you money because it lasts longer.
Agree. Agree. Agree.
Yeah.
Hey, you're thinking about all aspects of life. We love it. We love it.
Exactly.
Look at this clean confirmation here of the rejection. Clean close on this candle. Next one gives you a breakout. I think is sensible if you take one entry for sure. Yeah, I think it makes sense. One entry if it gives us a clean close here. Next entry can really pump to the moon. I can see it. I can see it playing out very nicely for sure. Ooh, nice, 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 nice. There it is. It's pumping, pumping, pumping. Ooh, very nice. Taking our 200 pips. He was here trying to take 200 pips. For sure, for sure, for sure. I mean, this can give you a full correction as well, to be honest. A full correction now. Like if it rejects, it can give you a full loss correction, honestly, it really can. Okay, this is giving us a nice, decent close now above the area that we want to see it closing above. So what we're expecting on the next candle is a minimum pullback, like a very tiny pullback, right? So if it gives us that minimum pullback scenario of 78 and from there breaks its own highs now, I think we can take a scalp entry on this. Yeah, look at that retest of the 78 level now, which is essentially the 73 will be a decent stop loss at that point if we look for like a scalp.
Safest stop loss one.
Below the 15-minute loss, yeah. Yeah,
That's what I'm gonna.
1970. Yeah, that's what you
Send
pointed the disco. Yeah, you want to make it risk-free as soon as it gives you a retest of this mess, and yeah, it might be a scalp setting up. Very nice scalp. Oh, look at that retest, and now it's about to break its own highs again. Yeah, look at that. Ooh. Ooh, boy, it's about to pump, guys. 1 more minute left. 1 more minute left. Look at that pullback pump. This is it. This is it now. This is it. Let's wait on it. See what it does. If it's a pullback and pump here, could be a very nice position above this. Like a quick scalp position, right? Using the lows technically as a stop loss. Where it needs to reject from here and pump. Or the next rejection area will be technically this level here. Otherwise it can still sell off, right? So let's see what it does. Ooh, rejecting, rejecting, rejecting. Does it have enough juice to give us that breakout now? Like this could really play out something like this. It's like a, yeah, like a 14 pip stop loss. And you're aiming for that 1-to-1, like a scalp entry on this. I mean, it makes sense, to be fair. It does make sense if they give you that clean breakout. Let's see. But the safest stop loss will be below this, and you can risk some of your profits on this, but we don't recommend risking everything on this. Like, you know, maybe some of your profits to capitalize on this scalp if it breaks above now. I have the confirmations, but again, be safe with your positions, right? Be very safe. Don't just take something for the sake of taking it. Make sure it's very calculated. You have a very nice confirmation, just need that next initial breakout, and then it should give us that pump back up. But if you want the safest stop loss, then it will be below this, like at least 40 pips. So if you feel comfortable taking the scalp, you can. Otherwise, stay out of it. You've made profits earlier. We've got last 15 minutes left. If it doesn't set up, guys, then we're gonna probably host a session for another hour just with our private members. We're gonna be coming off here on the YouTube live stream. Because the 4 o'clock should be able to give us something decent for sure. Because if this candle is going to cause a fake out now, what business does it have, like, you know, breaking its own highs, right? It doesn't have any business, does it? It should just sell off and give you that drop, technically. Okay, we're coming down to the territory of 61% retest. The 61% retest territory is coming up as well. So if we see a nasty rejection from this area, then this trade technically makes sense. If it gives you a very deep pullback, then I think waiting for this to turn into a breather candle will be a sensible thing that you can wait for. And then from the break above the breather candle can give you that aggression to the top side, right?
Oh, bro. That one gonna be on the book. What gives you dopamine? Cold warm shower.
And this is where you want to make it risk free. Make it risk free. So guys, we've got another. Oh, Monique, your voice is breaking out again. So guys, we're looking to see if we can catch this. Maybe we might just have to wait for this 15-minute, and on the next 15-minute we might take the buy or sell, but we will be calling it a session here in the next 12 minutes and maybe hosting the session for another hour with just the private members. But yeah, we will be coming off the YouTube live stream here, so make sure you guys do drop a like here. Guys, follow our Discord. Make sure you do also follow us on Insta, and yeah, let's kill it this week. It's gonna be amazing. Honestly, it's gonna be amazing. Oh, it's rejecting a little bit. Oh, you see that rejection?
Yeah.
You have that stop loss now as well, honestly. Exactly, rejecting from that exact same level. But it needs to be like a nasty rejection that it just flips bullish and pumps to the moon. So let's see. Above this is a clean position, man, in my opinion, if they do give you that pump from here. Because then it has no business breaking the highs and then dropping back below, sort of thing, right?
Yeah.
Because you're causing a rejection from the lows. It should be a heavy rejection. But let's wait for it. Because they can always turn into that sort of, like, you know, break to the downside sort of scenario. So yeah, let's see. If it does start to break past this, then I think it will be sensible to take a trade on the next 15-minute candle, since then we need to see a breather candle forming and the SLs will become a little bit do have that range to the top side, to be fair, but let's see how much they give you to the downside. Realistically talking, this is like the max pullback I want to see now, so it will be like a 16 pip SL, and then you have way more than 16 pips to the top side, but you can make it risk free as soon as it taps this 75 level. Oh, there it is. It's rejecting. But it needs to be a heavy rejection though, very heavy rejection. There it is.
Everyone is locking on the trade.
Okay. Runner. Okay, I'm gonna look for something here. Where we're gonna place SL on this one. It needs to give us that aggressive break to the top side. Where's my magic keys? Okay, maybe what I'm gonna do is play like a buy stop here or something. put like a buy stop or something up there if I can. SL obviously below the 15-minute lows. Make sure you have given the buy stops up here.
Yeah. But
And also SL give this SL.
yeah. I give the bigger SL.
Okay, that's fine.
Because we can always make it risk free.
Exactly, that's fine. And then put it up here. Make sure risk free. Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah, because I think it'll be hard to give a scalp SL. You're completely right. And they're giving you that breather candle now as well. The minute they start to break above this, it should aggressively pump. Okay, last 8 minutes left before we are done here, guys. You can really take off now, can't you?
Really.
Let's put these orders in place. There it is, orders in place. Ready for this rocket ship now. All the orders are set up now. I know, right, Monique? If these players are, they're gonna miss out for sure. That's why you need to join our private team, guys. You do. See the way they're picking up that momentum now. It's looking clean. Okay. Rejecting now. Is setting up for sure. Let's go. Okay, it might be it now. It's about to set up a rocket ship. It will be a quick scalp position. You want to make it risk-free since it's scalp as soon as it gives you a retest of this area here, which is the risk-free area for us. And make it risk-free here, and you just want to let it fly. And 4H 50% retest should be coming up at that point. The next 30 minutes might just open and fly,
Yeah.
I can see that happening, honestly. Look at the rejections playing out from here.
Gonna be the Hawaii candle too.
Yeah. Anyway, guys, we cannot technically give you any risk management tips, so we're kind of gonna call it a session here. Thank you guys for tuning in, but we're gonna host a session for another hour with the private members. Make sure you follow us on Insta, join our Discord, and yeah, guys, take it, because we need to kind of focus on this. We're going to be calling it a stream here. Is our time done? Since we can't really give you risk management tips anymore, so we're going to be calling it a session here. So guys, peace out. Another successful session.